So much pain, I'm like, when's it gonna stop? So much pain, cause my life's been a lot. So much pain, I'm getting tired of these blocks. I'm in last place right now, but I soon reach the top. So much pain, I'm like, when's it gonna stop? So much pain, cause my life's been...
Wow. Welcome back. Episode 6?
6, yeah.
Episode 6 of the Last Place podcast. We're back. We're better than ever. It's me, your host, one of the hosts, Young Dubhul, Young Sexy, the sexiest, all the rest. We're going to keep it short and sweet today. On the right of me, I got...
Big Tyco, your boy, Tycoon Hunter. Yeah. Man's here, still. We got a special guest in the building, man.
Woo!
Introduce myself, bro. Yeah. REMY RYY, CEO, Philippe Remy, CEO, Cryptoverse. Yeah, Last Place podcast.
What else?
Yeah, but appreciate you for coming on, man. Appreciate you for coming on.
Bless, bro. Blessed to be here, man. Been seeing you man's graph, so I've been like, you know what?
We've been seeing your graph, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, when you hollered me, I was like, you know what? I got to jump on still. I have to. Like, you definitely representing right now.
When man came up with this idea and Hunter was like, yo, who could we have on here and all of this stuff? Obviously, man gave him a list and you was literally like one of the top people.
Swear down.
You was one of the first people, bro.
Yo, I respect that so much.
Because you know how man's thing is bringing the man demand that you get me doing stuff and positive stuff and 100%. Trying to make a change and grafting, and we want to help whoever we can help and get eyes on things that, you know what I'm trying to say? So that's what it's been, bro. You get me?
I respect that, bro. I respect that from you, man. As obviously knowing you, man, for a minute, you get me? It made sense.
It's what I'm trying to say. And it goes, how far does it go back now? So was it,
bro?
So it's primary and secondary for all of us.
Bro, that's a madness.
What nursery did you go?
I went to 2 nurseries, you know. I went to the one in, you know, the one by, I don't even know the actual name of it. I think it's changed so many times. It's a Newtown one. It's by Yellow Park.
Yellow Park.
I don't even know the name of it, you know.
I don't know which one that is, you know.
Nah. I don't even know the name of it myself, bro. I'll be honest with you. But St. George's, man, knows St. George's.
St. George's, you know, that one.
Legendary school. A lot of legends from there. Aston Manor as well, so.
Too many. way too many legends.
So.
Way too many.
Shout out there, St. George's and Aston Manor. Alumni.
What you say? We're going to create a little squad?
Yo, if we had a squad of man all from them schools and that, bro, that would be a super team, you know.
Super team, bro.
Numinati.
Yeah, I respect that still. Businessmen as well, bro.
Businessmen, entrepreneurs, musicians. We got actors in there. No, video directors. Or we got directors. Yeah. And there's gonna be a few man that we went to school with that are still gonna be on this podcast as well, other than Ryan as well. So that's the point of it all, you get me?
Full circle in it, basically. That's what's basically happened, man. The universe has actually just put us all in the same place, bro, and man's just creating something. So,
and you see, this is why it's good to stay in contact with people and to just be good, because even though we're not besties, man could still message you and be like, yo, come through.
Have to,
and you wouldn't feel any type of way and be like, my man, it's because obviously when man see, man, it's always love and always chop it up and talk, and you know what I'm trying to say? Over the years, we've spoke, you've seen me, we show love, we have a conversation. I've sent you beats. You showed me all it, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? So
it made sense, man. It made sense being here, bro. Let's see what happens today, man. So hope we get a good episode, man. So
come on, man. The episode's lit already.
Man, will. But shout out to people as well. Shout out everyone that's tuning in. Show man support. Everyone that checked out the last episode. We got good feedback for that one. From that one,
we got amazing feedback,
and I appreciate it still. That's what we were doing it for, innit? To inspire the people, to drop the gems, you know, to get people thinking about what they can do, you know, changes that they can make in their life, you know, showing the possibilities in it, getting people that started from, you know, last place and still in there on their journey, but have kind of shown progress, and then, you know, any young people that are watching it get inspiration, any people that are currently on their journey get inspiration as well. And, you know, we have a laugh as well, so it's not always one-sided. We can have a laugh. You can see these people are human, you know. No one's coming on here and it's like, man, they're super serious, and you're looking at people thinking, oh, they're different to me. But yeah.
We're only human, dog.
Nah, facts.
I can speak on behalf of Leon Extra as well. He did the previous episode. He's gassed. He loves the feedback. He's so appreciative, and yeah, he just wants to thank everyone as well. So yeah, we appreciate everyone, man. So yeah, thank you again.
Yeah, and same thing as well. When you watch this and if you see anything that you like or you're enjoying it and you see any little clips and blah blah, just take out your phone, tag us on social media, etc. etc. And just tell us your feedback. Give us your feedback as well, innit? But yeah,
like, comment, subscribe.
Facts. But yeah, what's your Insta? What's your Insta, right?
My Insta's Remy Rye, so it's Remy_Rye.
Spell it.
REMY_RYY, and then we got the Twitter as well, which is Rye_Wills, so it's RYY_Wills, WILLS. And then we've got Philippe Remy official as well. Man's wearing Philippe Remy, so you'll see that in man's bio. So yeah, and the website's there as well. So yeah, man, that's where you can find me on the socials.
I'll throw that up somewhere. Make it look magical.
Yeah, I respect that.
But yeah, how's man's week been?
You know what? It's been a busy week, bro. It's been a busy week. Just been grafting recently, but my business partner's mum died recently, and so obviously
condolences.
Yeah, prayers up for Remy, part of the name Philippe Remy. So Remy died a couple of days ago. So it's been a weird couple of days recently, but just been there for my business partner, man. Just been there, man.
Respect it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Condolences once again.
Prayers up, man. Literally, bro, have to just give prayers up all the time, man, because obviously God can take your life away any time, like, you know what I mean? You never know when your time's up. So when you're on this earth, just make sure that you're producing the most that you can, doing what you can do, and then just being grateful every day, man. Every day, just being grateful, regardless, bro.
Facts.
Whatever you're doing, just be grateful.
Facts, because we do take it for granted, and sometimes where we just feel like, man, just waking up and you're just waking up and stepping out your bed. You're not even realizing, like, yo, this is another day I'm here. You get me?
And when you're grafting, you get caught in the rat race as well. You know what I mean? Every single day, it's just, just doing the same thing, ticking on. You never think about, yo, this could actually be my last day. But, now I'm thinking like that. You get me? Whenever I'm just alive, just be grateful always. Man's been in the church recently, so man's just trying to get closer to God recently. So yeah.
I feel that stuff.
Respect it.
Yeah.
But,
how's your week been?
Week's been good, I felt like I took my foot off the gas this week still.
Bank holiday, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Enjoyment season. I respect it.
Not even enjoyment season, bro. Enjoyment week or days. And then, yeah, blood. Because I feel like sometimes, I was saying this earlier, I just get that guilty feeling, blood, where if I'm like just out, so I could be out and I could be thinking like, shit, I should be just doing something, you get me?
Yeah.
But it's bad though, because you're meant to be out relaxing and, but you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You have to know how to enjoy yourself, how to like...
Have the right balance.
Have the right balance,
yeah. Can't just keep working, bro. And like I said, you never know when it's your last time as well, bro.
And this is what I've been trying to tell him. So like, even you talking about the life thing and like, you don't know when it's gonna be your last moment and all of that. I know you felt that, blood.
Facts.
I know you felt that, blood.
No, facts. But yeah, bro, just chilling, bank holidays, went out, Yeah, that's it really. Drank. Listen to music. That's with my friends.
I respect it, bro.
Yeah, blood. How's your week been, fam?
My week. Well, this was definitely one of my better weeks of the year. Like, obviously focusing on the podcast, planning, gym, being with my family, my closest brethrens. Like this week, Queen Elizabeth did something this time round. So she did something. She did something. She brought all the band back together. Like that. But now I'm appreciative this week, man. Like I proper looked at that like yesterday at the end of the night when man was in the car and you was like half asleep. Well, fully asleep. Man was like, yo, I enjoyed this week, blood. Like that. And man don't say that too often. Like, man enjoy the weeks, but this was one of the weeks that man have to remember and obviously, preserve and talk about for years to come kind of thing. So I enjoyed this week, man. I enjoyed this week fully, man.
Facts. But yeah, bro, we had a brief introduction of who you are, Ryan, but like if you want to touch on more like what do you do, we've already talked about how we know each other and stuff like that. But like, you can talk about like, okay, like something about your journey, like where you started. You spoke about, you know, the hedge fund thing and how you wanted to go into that. So just touch on, you know, who you are, what you're doing right now.
And talk on basically like what happened after school, what we didn't see.
Yeah. Okay. If I start from the beginning, then obviously born and raised in Birmingham, born and raised in Aston, in fact. You know, and
Aston massive.
Yeah. You know, Aston Manor was only like a 5-minute walk away from me. So, going to school was easy for man. I can't even lie. You get me? It wasn't even a struggle going to school or getting to school. Good parents, you know, had me grounded. Weren't partaking in anything that was happening in the area of Aston when that period was, you know, it was mad in Aston. Just stayed focused. Had older brothers, older sisters that kept me on like the straight and narrow road, that I'd say, and I wasn't really I wasn't really peer pressured into anything that people in my group might have been doing. You get me? Like, I'd just stay focused, go home, probably play Modern Warfare 2 after school. You get me?
Mood.
You get me? I wouldn't be out on the vandalism or anything like that. I'd just go yard, play games, just be on the internet, be on YouTube, just watch dumb stuff. You get me? Stay focused on school. Actually got good grades. Went to college, went to Matthew Bolton College, in fact. And I was studying like economics and business studies with the hope of trying to be a stockbroker, really. And that was just like my main aim from school to, I'd say, college and uni. Went to Cov Uni, studied finance to just literally just, you know, try and understand the financial aspect a bit more. Found out finance wasn't necessarily for me. You know what I mean? Because in between that period of, you know, going to uni and understanding finance and understanding it takes a lot of time away from you. Most of the people that I was there with in uni had like internships at investment banks in London. You know, they'd be in at like 6 a.m. in the morning and they wouldn't leave till like 10 p.m. So the times that you're working is a bit mad. And during that time period, I think in the second year of uni, 2016 is when we started Philippe Remy. And then that's when the shift kind of happened. And I was like, okay, I'm not really enjoying this finance role as I thought I would. I'm enjoying this more creative side and business acumen. I'm falling in love more with this side. And that's where the balance kind of just, it got a bit imbalanced, I'd say, and Philippe Remy took over that.
So this was whilst you were still at uni?
Yeah. Whilst I was still at uni. And then Philippe Remy got to a stage where it kind of did like bubble up a little bit in the first years of uni. Not too much, but then it came to a point where I was like, you know what? This is actually what I want to do in life, and this is where I see my future, really.
So that's just business, or you're just talking about clothing, or is it just business?
I think both combined.
Okay.
You know, yeah. I think the fashion and the business side combined. And you know what? A lot of people in uni, they were like, they didn't seem like they knew what they actually wanted to do. They seemed like they just went there just to get a degree and that's it. Like some of them didn't even have internships or anything like that. So once they finished uni, it was like, where am I? Like, what am I doing?
What
now?
next?
Yeah. What is it? And for me, I already knew what I wanted to do during that time period. So I just used uni as like just a period just to understand finance a bit more and just get my knowledge up, really. And not literally go down the road of, okay, you've got this degree, so now you have to go and be a businessman in or investment banker or a stockbroker. You can just take what you've got and apply it to business.
So what made you first? How did you know about stockbrokering, and what made you want to go into that?
You know what? I think my first actual like exposure to stockbroking, I think, if I recall it, I feel like it was Pursuit of Happiness. You know that
the movie.
Yeah, bro, because he was a stockbroker.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Pursuit of Happiness. I think that's what drew me to become a stockbroker. And when I watched that, I was like, okay, what? Like, I don't know how it just tweaked my understanding of like his life and what he was doing. And he became a stockbroker, and he changed his life from being, you know, not so rich and, you know, poor to become, you know, rich. And I thought, you know what, that's something I want to do. You know what I mean? Because I was young, I just saw like the money. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, he changed his life from being poor to being rich. And me seeing that, I was like, I can probably do the same thing. You get me?
Sorry, you know what's mad? Like when I think of pursuit of happiness, I just see pure sadness.
Mad in
like obviously, I know there's like the ending and all of that, but when I think about it, I just remember crying his son, suffering with him, and. But that's life, but that's crazy to think.
Yeah.
Like,
Pursuit of happiness. I think that's what literally took me to that point of wanting to be a stockbroker, and then it got to a point where I think there was a period where everyone wanted to be like I think it was when Wolf of Wall Street came out, and then that's when everyone was like, "Yo, what's this stockbroker?" I want to start investing in stock on, and I was like, I don't know about that stuff. I was like, yeah, that's just that was just like the glory days back in the 80s, isn't it? So. It's not like that anymore, man. It's completely different.
And I'm guessing since the Wolf of Wall Street, there's been a lot of law changes and because
it's been a madness. Yeah, Mr. Belfort. That's what they're saying.
So how far did you get into that then?
I got into literally. I was actually going to have an internship for a stockbroking company in Birmingham, and this was as I left school actually. So I found someone that would actually was doing an internship for schools, and it was because I'd done an apprenticeship as soon as I left school.
What was your apprenticeship for?
It was just like training up to get like your to become more employable. So it wasn't even an apprenticeship for a specific field. It was just to become more employable. So I was still getting paid whilst I was doing that, just learning to become more employable.
So what's that like? What skills did you like pick up from that?
Just like how to do a CV properly. We had like interviews, like fake interviews and stuff like that. And then whilst I was there, they were training us up to like actually get into the fields that we want to go to. And from there, I was just like putting CVs out to like different like stockbroking companies, just out of the whim, you know what I mean? Like I was going to go to college, I was going to go to Matthew Bolton. And then during that period, the company actually got back to me when I handed my CV to a couple of them. One got back to me and they said they want to have an internship with me. And if I did that, I wouldn't have been able to go to college. So it was like, what do you choose? Do you choose an internship or do you choose college? And I was going through that back and forth, and I actually went the college route instead.
Who guided you whilst you was making that decision?
Mum and dad, really. They were just looking at it from an aspect where if you go through college and then you go into uni and then you do uni and you get a degree, that's all they knew, you know what I mean? They just knew you got to finish school, you got to finish college, you got to finish uni. They didn't know once you finish school, you can probably go down the internship route and then stay there, you get me, and not need to go through the university aspect, and you can get your qualifications up in this way. It's just probably a lack of understanding from probably my point of view and my parents' point of view as well, because they only knew the basics, like you have to go to college, you have to go to uni, get a degree, and then you can get a job after.
Do you wonder what would have been different if you took that route?
You'd have been making some dull blood.
Yeah, it would have been a bit mad still. Yeah, it would have been it would have steered me away from a lot of things really. But I'm thankful.
I was gonna say
now.
It's the universe, isn't it?
Yeah,
because if you'd went the internship way, then you probably wouldn't have even sparked the idea of Philippe Remy.
Yeah, literally, it wouldn't have even got to that point. I probably would have just thought, you know what, I'm literally just here, just making money. I don't even need to think about a business or anything like that. I don't even
need to get mad comfortable.
Yeah, comfy, bro. That's all it is.
And they you know what it is? I feel like they would have thought like, yo, this 16-year-old kid, he's so advanced, like he's sending his CV. It's like he took the initiative to go and like get prepared to get a career. They're gonna look at you and think, yo, this guy has got potential, mad potential. So they're gonna try to keep you in it.
Yeah, they would have. Facts. Yeah. And to be fair, internship wages, you wouldn't even be getting a lot anyways at the beginning, but it's just the fact that you're learning whilst you're on the job, and then you could have eventually moved into a proper position, which would have been good still. But yeah, you're right, man. If I took that route, probably wouldn't have even gone down the route of Philippe Remy or even the crypto route, man, it probably would have been just literally just in start.
I was gonna say you probably wouldn't be here in this room with us, or if you was, it would be a completely different. You'd be in a suit.
Facts.
Like with complete different topics.
Facts, bro. Suit and tie and that, yo.
Well, we was even saying, like we didn't even know that. Remember in the first episode or something like that? Like there's not really. We thought like there wasn't really like that sort of industry within Birmingham. But you're saying it's like on Corporation Street, like there's hedge funds there.
Hedge funds, man, don't even know about. Yeah, the actual corporate sides of finance is all in town city centre by Barclays and all on that street by Pigeon Park and stuff. So
because when you deep it, they have to be there, innit? Like they obviously like keep Birmingham especially together.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing we can't always talk and go to London, and like we need headquarters and certain places and positions here to keep here grounded. You get me?
Yeah. There's stockbroker companies in Birmingham that are making millions that man don't even know the names of, like just because we're not into that thing. You get me? Not into that field. So yeah, that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes, man.
So you know that the stockbroking, was it a hedge fund or a stockbroking?
The one that I applied for was a stockbroker company.
Okay,
it was on Hagley Road.
Oh, swear?
Yeah, Equitrade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And how much was they like worth?
When I had the first interview, they were saying they were making some good money. We're talking 9 figures a year easily. They were making some good money, man. It's trading, isn't it? So,
but you know what it is? I feel like it's good for people to hear this though, because some people don't know this exists. Yeah, like some people don't think like this is a route that they can take. You get me?
Trading's mad, man. Especially just like stocks and things like that. If there's companies out there that are like trading stocks, and you see them still alive, like they're making some bank, bro. Trust me. Especially hedge fund companies. So hedge fund companies are making billions a year, like. Just chilling, bro. Just holding people's monies in the account, just putting it in there. They're taking a little bit of percentages, and that's it, bro. Because
it's mad. Because anything to do with that sort of like industry is just like people just think forex.
Yeah,
and forex is like, well, I don't know if it's not as hot as it used to be in terms of like advertising, because people were just on forex selling forex packages and all of that kind of stuff. So that industry there is like all we know in terms of
trading,
stock, whatever. So to know that there's actual companies, not just a person who's learned ones and twos off the internet or from somebody else across the seas and trying to spread the knowledge, that there's an actual industry over here, which is kind of like mind blowing for me as well.
It's mad, bro. You don't see it. That's what I'm saying. It's one of the things like you don't really know someone as well, like that's going down that route, like unless you've actually gone to like uni or college and studied economics or business, then you probably know someone that's gone down that route, potentially one person. You get me? In our circles and where we grew up, we don't really know a lot of people like that. So it's just how it is. It's just how it is, man.
I feel like that's kind of interesting though, because you've kind of like opened up people's mind now, just because even though you didn't fully go in that field, you've kind of, whoever watches this now, you might open their mind and be like, you know what, that sounds like something I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. And I don't want to steer it away from anyone, because some people are meant for that, you know what I mean? Some people love it like conditionally, like they don't mind waking up at 6 a.m. and then staying till like probably 10 p.m. like just studying the market and then closing trades and stuff like that. Some people actually love that, but it's one of them things where I feel like I was looking at it as like a long-term thing. Will it actually like be me for the long term? Like some people that do it, investment banking, I think people only last in there about, I think there was on study about 6 to 7 years, you know what I mean, before they move out of investment banking, because it's so like strenuous on you, like your time that's taken away from like your family and stuff like that. Like you're taking away your whole day just for investment banking, which is totally mad. So it's not a long term thing, I don't think.
That's one of the ones where you just have to graft it out, get your P's and then bounce for real, innit?
Yeah.
And then invest into whatever you want to invest into. But that's one of the, like, you have to mentally prepare yourself to lose everything, innit?
Facts.
No family time, no social life.
And even a little bit of social life, you might just go overboard, because it's like you don't really get that time. So it's like when you get that little time, it's going to be like
enjoyment season.
Yeah, it's just going to be peak. It's just going to be peak. But it's mad though to think that man's probably walked through town and man's walked past these people and never know what to do.
Because there's bare, and the buildings as well. There's bare like old looking buildings that look like they'll be run down on the outside that you think they would like be abandoned or something. But then there's people probably making zillions
Facts, and you wouldn't even know.
In the interior is probably all nice and that, but because it just looks, because like Brum's just got this thing about like just old buildings.
Yeah.
It's mad though, because Brum's like second city in it, as man saying it. So if you think that there's those people in London, then there's got to be a few up here. Anyways,
You're
at
not
least,
wrong.
man.
And man would definitely be here because the rent's cheaper.
Facts.
Everything's cheaper in London. So,
bro,
if anything, we might even have more people here than in London.
It might be more luxurious because obviously city centre is just in one place. You get me traveling into the city centre is not hard. You get me, but traveling into the centre in London, it's difficult, bro. You get me, like
because you could get a bad boy yard in Jewelry Quarter for the price of like a 1 bedroom in London.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So
and you're local to city centre.
Everything.
You can just walk into city centre, so it's one of them things. But in London, you gotta buy on the outskirts. You don't want to buy in the centre because then you're talking millions, man.
That's put a lot of stuff into perspective for me, blood.
So like with like the studying the finance and the stockbroker and stuff, do you feel like that helped you with like the business side of things?
Yeah, definitely for finance, definitely it helped for the business side because obviously then you're thinking about like taxes, you're thinking about like how do you handle balance sheets, how do you handle like your accountables and stuff like that, your receivables. Then you got to think about like your credit and stuff like that. So you're thinking of multiple things that you can, impact in business. And then if you're talking about economics, then you're talking about economies of scale. How do you like spend your amount of money to decrease? Like, how do you make the most of your money? Essentially, you get me, like when you're buying like products and stuff like that. And that was learnt from economics. So, I'd say the knowledge that I took from it was very handy still because now I'm applying it for like not even just the business, but I'm applying it for when I'm using like my crypto and stuff like that. You get me? So I'm still using it at the same time.
Yeah. So it's definitely transferable skills then.
Yeah, it's still. Yeah, I'm grateful that I actually went down that road and actually studied those things. So even if I didn't go down that specific industry, I'm still grateful to take like bits and pieces from it and apply it.
Okay. How old are you as well? You didn't say
26,
that,
bro.
26. Okay.
26. No beard, but I'm. Yeah. You get me? I might look 20, but I'm 26.
You got the stash, man. You're blessed. You're blessed, man.
Yeah, I'm rocking it at the moment.
Without the stash, bro, you look about 12.
Bro, me and Hunter are rocking no beers right now. You get me?
I'm trying to say style it, man. you better match you with the facial hair still. You got the little mustache and the little chin going on.
Geezer, bro. We're doing what we can at the moment. We're holding it down for the no beer squad. So yeah,
that's not me flexing on then. I said that wasn't me flexing. I only got this like 2 years ago, blood.
My thing is, I just say I don't want a beard. That's my thing. I just be like, I don't want a beard.
Is that you telling the truth?
I just have to tell myself.
Secretly, my man's like, it's loading. To himself, he's like, it's loading.
Yo, blood, I know a couple older man that only got their thing at like 28, blood. So older man still got time.
Yeah, it's loading, bro. That's all I say to myself. It's loading, man. I need some oils, bro. Nah, Ash has the ointment still. Lotto Ash still.
Shout out Lotto Ash, blood.
I need to get that ointment from him still.
He said that the magic recipe.
Yeah, because his thing is growing still, proper still. Yeah. Shout him out still.
So let's talk about what you're wearing right now, Philippe Remy.
Yeah.
Oh, did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, Philippe Remy. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone says, what is it? Philippe Remy? Is it Philippe? Like people, but however you want to pronounce it, basically, it's
Philippe Remy.
Yeah, Philippe Remy, man.
Okay, cool. So meaning of Philippe Remy.
So as I said before, obviously my business partner's mom who died, she was Remy. So his dad was Philippe. So put both the names together, Philippe Remy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mad stuff.
It's simple.
Yeah, it's simple and it sounds designer, but there's a meaning behind it, obviously, and it was just to do something for his parents and actually just build something and have a strong foundation with, showing love and respect for your parents as well at the same time, and just putting their name up in lights in it. So
I like that.
Yeah, that's something that we're gonna do definitely, man. So rest in peace, Remy, again. So condolences. Yeah, we're gonna put our names up in lights. But yeah, man, Philippe Remy started in 2016, summer of 16, which was a mad year, I think, for me. 2016 was just like I don't know. I thought that was enjoyment season. 2016 was the proper season. Drake was dropping different rhythms. Controller was out in the club. You get me? And we worked in me and my business partner. We worked in the club industry. You get me? So we worked at Players.
What's your business partner name? Sorry.
REMY is what we'll call him today.
Okay.
REMY.
Okay. Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Wazza. But yeah, we worked in Players, and we were into like fashion like a lot still. We were into like bomber jackets, like Raiders bomber jackets. The NFL thing, we were like just into those jackets. Jordans, like Jordan 11s, like we just rocked Jordan 11s, and man was like, yo, he kept coming to me, like he kept saying, yo, I got a business idea. And because I was already like in college and stuff like that and doing my thing, I was like, I don't know. So he's like, I'm going to start a clothing brand. And I was like, yo, I want you to jump on it. And he came to me multiple times, bro. I'll be honest with you, like probably like 3 or 4 times before I even said, yeah, come, let's do it.
That sounds that sounds
familiar.
That sounds familiar.
About 3 or 4 times, bro. And what he called it treasure. And this was before I got into the business. And he called it treasure. And he had like the designs and everything. And he was literally about to like register the name treasure. He went down to London to register it by himself, but they were like, yo, like there's loads of businesses called Treasure already. Like you're going to have to, if you actually want it and spend your money on it, then, you know, this is what you're going to stick with. And he didn't do it. He came back to Brum. And then he came to me, I think a couple of days after. And then he was like, yo, Philippe Remy. And I was like, what? It was like Philippe Remy, and I was like, yo, that sounds hard, bro. I was like, what? And it was like my mom and dad's name together, and I was like, cool, let's do it.
You can't fault that, bro.
I was like, let's make it work. And that's when, like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, okay, yeah, let's jump into it. And then we just started straight away from there, man, and we're here, 2022, bro.
You know what's mad though? As he's done that back then, and obviously he done it for his mom and dad's name. It's kind of it has more of a like, there's more of a push to it now. You get me, because obviously his mom passed away now. Yeah. So it's like this actually means it means something, bro, a lot more now.
Not even just that. I named my son after the brand as well. You get me. So his name's Kyrie Remy. Yeah. So gonna have to we're definitely pushing that one still.
Because you know what's mad? That's what we're here for, and that's what the podcast is called, Last Place Podcast. Because now your thing's already designed to last, bro.
Yeah.
Like
facts. Yeah, no, facts.
You've got the name of his mom. Your son's got the name.
Yeah.
Like
can't fail, but we can't make it fail. You get me? Yeah, we have to just put in.
The younger generation's waving the flag.
Yeah.
Like the clothes are gonna do all of the talking.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
even when we pass, you get me,
bro.
Like, even when we're not here anymore, when our physical bodies ain't here, the brand's still gonna sit still. But
the name's already lasting and living, bro. Already, which is mad.
And last place, I like that as well. Still, the last place term itself, bro. You get me? Like it resonates with man as well. You get me? So it's one of these.
Speak on it. What does last? What does? I'm gonna ask you that right now. What does last place mean to you, my guy?
Well, okay. Let me think about it first before I answer it properly.
No pressure.
Okay, cool. So last place for me, I think it's one of them things where I think we're all in last place really at some point of in our lives. You get me? So we're all running a race. You get me? And something that I spoke to Hunter about before, we're all in a rat race. So it don't matter if you finish last place. You get me? You just have to finish your race. And everyone's at different paces anyways, you get me? And that's one of them things that I think resonated with me a lot, to be fair, because Nipsey, his thing is the marathon continues, you get me?
Who's Nipsey? Talk on it real quick.
Yeah, Nipsey, rapper from LA still. He's
Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey Hussle, yeah. He's his thing was the marathon continues, and I see the same with Last Place podcast, you get me? Like last place, the term itself, and you know, life is a marathon, you get me? So it don't matter if someone's finished first. It don't matter if someone's finished second or third or fourth or fifth, bro. There could be 100 man in the race as long as you finish in last place, bro. As long as you finish your race, bro. Because everyone's race is different.
Facts.
You get me?
Facts. That's my like that.
Everyone's race is different, bro. If you finish last, it's calm, bro. As long as you finish it.
No, facts. And that's the thing. It's not about having a losing mentality or, you know, last don't mean lost. You don't mean that you lost in life or you lost your race. It's just like, yo, you get me? It's just that mentality, blood.
Bro, as long as you see that finishing line flag, that's it, bro. You're done, bro.
I can't stop smiling, blood.
And that's in my name as well on Insta. I've got the REMY RYY and I got the finish line flag as well.
Yeah,
so I'm here for the race, bro. I'm here for the marathon stuff.
I could shed a tear right now. I swear to God, bro. That's
man's here for the marathon, bro.
So yeah, back to your clothing brand, Philippe Remy.
Yeah.
What makes your brand different from other clothing brands? Then would you say?
I'd say from we've gone through this multiple times really when we think of our business itself, because you have to look at what's in the market itself, and then you got to look at what separates yourself from everyone else. And I think when we started in 2016, everything was just like streetwear, really. For Brum, anyways, everything was just like streetwear. And what we saw was that things were kicking off with like Off-White and things like that, and things were like luxury streetwear was becoming like a thing. You get me? And that's what we looked at. We was looking at trying to make Philippe Remy a luxury streetwear brand, and I feel like we was able to do that by just like doing different events like fashion shows in Marco Pierre White. Like that was like something for us that was like ridiculous. Like I couldn't imagine in my life actually hosting like a fashion show with like hundreds of people and it actually being like intimate in Marco Pierre White, like on top of the skybox and the cube, bro. Like that was like a different, it felt very intimate as well still. Like it just felt like it was just like a stamp on the brand. Like this is what we done. We're doing something different to what everyone else is doing. We're hosting fashion shows. We're doing like different designs. Like we even had like shirts and things like that man was rocking in like the club and that.
I remember those.
You remember the shirts?
The indie days.
Oh yeah.
They were hard, bro.
The shirts, bro. The shirts were like that got the name out. Like everyone's like, what's that? Like what's that on there? Because it was popping out a little bit. You get me? Like it was like probably like a glitter thing or something like that where we'll have the name printed here and then we'll have it on the back. And it was just combining like luxury and streetwear together. Like it was just, that's how we saw it, and still to this day really, with like what we use to like make our clothes. It's like luxury fabrics. We combine like velvet and stuff like that with like a tracksuit and things like that. You get me? And like just mesh different materials together just to make it a luxury streetwear brand really.
Okay. So you definitely getting what's your price range then? What's your
price range at the moment? We're hitting it to be affordable and luxury at the same time. So luxury comes from the materials, but it's still affordable because tracksuits that we produce are like £100, £110. Yeah. When you go into like JD or something like that, you're spending £130, £140 on a tracksuit anyways. You know what I mean? And they're not a luxury brand or not a luxury streetwear brand. But the term luxury itself, I think it comes from what you actually give value to its to the clothing itself. You get me? So when we create a brand, we're creating a luxury brand with the values that we create. So it doesn't have to be a price range where it's luxury as in it's £300, £400. It could still be £100, but it can still be luxury as well because it's holding meaning. So the name's holding something that's more luxurious as well. Yeah.
Okay. Give me your top 3 fashion inspirations.
This changes by the day, you know.
Who's today's flavor?
Today's flavor.
Today's flavor,
I'd say probably it's a bit of I got the LA feel still, so I'm feeling Nipsey blue right now still. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling the blue today. Mm-hmm. But in terms of like fashion icons that I look up to, Virgil Abloh definitely, man.
R.I.P. Virgil.
Yeah, Virgil's the GOAT, man. He changed the game differently. Kanye's who we looked at as well for luxury. He was up there. Jerry Lorenzo as well. Still, don't know if you know Jerry.
Fear of God.
Yeah, Fear of God. Yeah. Okay, you up there.
That went over my head. I know.
Yeah, Jerry Lorenzo. Shout out Jerry Lorenzo. That's like the LA vibe. So I'm inspired by LA by a lot still. So Los Angeles is where I want to live eventually. You get me, or at least have a house there where I'm back and forth. So yeah.
Speak on it.
Yeah. That's mad then. So what do you have any UK inspirations?
UK inspirations for fashion or not really so much fashion. I'd say if they've created the fashion brand, it will be someone like Reese Wabara.
I knew he's gonna say that.
Reese Wabara, I'd say from a business mindset rather than a fashion mindset, I take a lot of inspiration.
I F with your honesty. Very highly. Very highly.
From a business acumen, he's up there. Ben Francis as well, the owner of Gymshark. So if I'm not taking things from him fashion wise, I'm taking things from him what he's doing in the fashion industry, in the business terms. And Ben Francis is up $1 billion. You get me? So, and he's from Brum as well. So yeah, he's holding it down for Birmingham right now. Gotta be honest, man.
Even Reese is doing the EB big flexing.
Yeah, big flexes.
If he showed his Facebook ads and his Shopify
and the P's that he's making, bro, different, bro.
And that's
Facebook ads, the ROI on Facebook ads are mad stuff.
He does, I don't know, bro. He does a mad thing.
Yeah,
and his thing is proper. Like
MDV's popping. Yeah, it's been popping for a bit still. When it started in 2013, so he's up there still. He's had a good 8-9 years running in this still.
But that's interesting though, because he has no physical stores and his thing's just strictly online.
I think physicals where it's. I think it depends what you do actually, because physical stores, you can actually have a physical store and it can do well, but I think right now digital's where everything's popping off right now for fashion. It makes it 10 times easier. You haven't got any overheads, which is the main thing. And then you can just target as many people as possible. But it's always good having like a physical landmark, I think.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think eventually we'll have like a Philippe Remy store. Well, that's the aim anyways, to have like a Philippe Remy store, just like a flagship store, like in London or like in LA or something like that. That's the goal. That's where we want to have our first flagship store.
Sorry, because doesn't MDV is that in Foot Asylum?
Nah,
it's not in Foot Asylum.
You don't sell no one. Don't sell with no one.
Swear down.
All online, man.
I'm thinking of KWD?
Kingswood Dream.
Yeah, that's what.
You'd probably be offended if you heard you say that.
No, I wasn't thinking that his brand was that, but I just thought MDV because I see so many people wearing it.
Okay, yeah.
No disrespect, Reese.
Yeah. Shout out, Reese.
Love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Now that's interesting though, because I'm kind of against the stores thing. Obviously, it's your dream. I'm not trying to talk about your dream, but just for the podcast, just to have this discussion, like I feel like everything's going online.
Yeah, for a business point of view, in terms of like making money, probably a store is not the best thing to have in regards to that. But I think it gives the brand a bit more validity when it's like it's physical. You get me? Like you can see that someone's actually like producing something, and you can go in, you can try things on, you can see how the material is before you even buy it, which is one of the things that are key in like, you know, consumerism and people buying things. Most people want to see things and try things before they actually buy. And that's just how the mindset works. But we live in a fast era now, so digital, people can just buy and send back the next day anyways and get their P's back regardless. So it doesn't really matter in that term. But I think from where we want to be as a luxury streetwear brand, I think, you know, we want to hold fashion shows, we want to have flagship stores. We just want to do it all, really.
Yeah. Because I feel like 100% agree with what you just said. I feel like as well, a lot of people, well, you might see before where they're just rushing to get in the physical store, where you could use that money to kind of invest into like, you know, your research and development.
Yeah, of course.
You know, your fabrics and whatever, you know,
ads.
Working on your things, the ads, and like, you know, you can grow it and then you can get the physical store. I feel like back in the day where people used to start clothing brands, you used to just be like, yo, you have to get a physical store.
You had to back in the day. Yeah. Right now you don't need that because you've got obviously social media. Social media, you can just attack people at different angles. You get me? You got Instagram, Facebook, you got the ads that we talked about as well, even like YouTube and things like that.
All of that's global as well.
Global. TikTok as well. TikTok's now been the fashion hub where people are just like looking at styles on TikTok and how to dress and things like that. You get me? So TikTok's become the main form of where people get their fashion ideas and inspo from. So physical stores, you're right, still people should be focusing on the ROI and things like that and making sure that they've got the money in-house to actually like keep the business running. But if you can actually do the physical store as well at the same time, there's no harm in it. But
because I was gonna say like
both, man, pros and cons.
Yeah, no,
the physical stores to me, like for a bad boy brand, you know, that like a brand. So you know, like OVO.
Oh,
you know, like Drake's OVO thing, like he could sell that exclusively online. Obviously, Drake's Canadian. He's got big fans in America, UK, whatever. Like it would only make sense. Well, not only, but it makes sense to obviously do an online store so you can ship everything out and whatever. But he's doing the store, but because of his brand and like his personality and everything he's built around it, the store's like an experience now, innit?
Yeah.
So like when you go into a store like that, you're kind of thinking like, this is what it's like to be in like Drake's mind.
Yeah.
Like his fashion sense, the way everything's laid out. Because I haven't been to an OVO store, but from what I've seen on like YouTube or Insta and all of that, bro, it just look like
it's an experience.
Like you just go in there because Drake owns it, but then you might leave with a t-shirt and a hoodie.
Yeah, I think that's key. I think that's key because it's like you can't just. I feel like you can't just look at a physical store as a fashion brand as just like a place where you sell clothes. I feel like you have to make an experience.
Yeah.
Like when people go there and people are snapping or there's nice music playing or you know what I'm trying to say. Like
that's something I want to do because even if I hate using Nipsey so much, but even Nipsey Hussle is the marathon store. You get me, like when people went out to LA, even when he passed, you get me, people were just flooding like the marathon store because they got the vibe that Nipsey was there and he built this like with his sweat and blood and tears. You get me, so you get the experience regardless. But in there, they use like digital things as well, you get me? So they've combined the digital and the physical together. And I think that's something that I'd want to do if I create a store. I want to combine the digital and the physical together. So even when you go into like Nipsey's store in LA when he was alive, like with his album rollout, you could like hover over like QR codes and you can get like exclusive like music videos on your phone and actually watch it before it's even released. You get me? So
that is mad.
So things like that is combining like digital and physical together. I think that's something that I'd want to do before having a store first.
Because I feel like retail is dying, but like if you go about it in that way, it's not going to die in it because it's an experience. Like people want to leave their house. Yeah. Like, as you said, like as man know, everyone's buying things online in it. But if you got like, I feel like places like Southridges and that are not going to die in it. But like the normal like high street stores, they will slowly start to see them close on. Well, that's what I believe. You'll slowly start to see them close on.
It's happening, bro.
Yeah, you gotta have something exclusive that's in that store that makes you want to come out your house. You get me to actually go and buy something rather than just because you can just be in your home and just order something online. It's easy, bro. You can just get on your phone, just order something. These days, you can go on Insta, you can click what someone's wearing, and it brings you to the shop page already. You get me? And order it straight away, bro.
And like we know, it comes the next day, and everything's just different now. But even if you have a store, like it's like you could even have exclusive clothes in there, but it's not online. So you force people to go in store. So I feel like as retail's dying, like everyone knows, but there's ways you can
work around it.
That can make you stand out in it.
That's why I think physical stores you can actually have them as well. So it's a bit of both, pros and cons with both. Really.
I was gonna say it's a bit mad because it's like even though retail's dying, some fashion labels and brands are like kind of like rebuilding it in the sense of like like pop-up stores and all that kind of thing. So it's kind of crazy. Obviously, pop-up stores are only there temporarily. It's a bit different to obviously a store that's paying a rent, staying there and trying to survive and all of that stuff. But I feel like the urban streetwear market, whether it's like Trapstar or Cortez, they're like their pop-up store kind of thing. Obviously, they're kind of like online based, but them like appearing up with a stall or a stand or a pop-up shop and all that kind of stuff is kind of like the new wave at the moment, isn't it?
So how do you see that? You know, when you see like all of these UK brands that are doing these like little pop-up things and like, do you sit back and think, okay, how can we do this? Or do you feel like, okay, we're just in a whole nother lane and we're gonna do things in our way?
Yeah, at the moment, you got to look at your competitors and see what they're doing at all times. And obviously, when you get to that point where you actually want to have a pop-up brand or pop-up store, then obviously you know what they've done before and you can make minor tweaks and whatever. But I feel like we're just in our own lane at the moment and we're doing things that we need to do to keep the business growing in the right direction and making sure that we're staying in the right lane and on the right track. But yeah, like I said, the thing that I'd see if I'm actually going to have a pop-up store is I'd try and mix the physical with the digital together as well at the same time. So there's things in my mind already that I don't even want to share yet. But
no. Just don't worry about that.
There's things that I'm looking at that we can mix digital and physical together still. And link it, and even with like the NFTs and things like that. There's multiple things that man.
I can see the excitement in your face.
Now we're gonna talk on it. We're gonna talk on it.
Yeah, it's mad stuff.
But like, so like, what would you say? Like, you don't have to go in detail, but like, what's your vision of your brand? Like, how are you trying to take? Are you trying to stay in the street? Where are you trying to go more down a luxury route? Like, what are you trying to do with it?
At the moment, I feel like Philippe Remy should be luxury streetwear orientated. We want to have like suits as well, and because the name itself, you get me, Philippe Remy. We want to have suits. We want to have loafers, Philippe Remy loafers. You know what I mean? We don't want to we don't want to like kill the brand name by just doing something that's just like very like, how would you say it? It's just a bit trashy maybe, or something like that, and kill the brand name. You know what I mean? We want to make sure that everything that we're doing is right. Because the name itself, we see it on, like I said, on suits. We see Philippe Remy on like professionals wearing Philippe Remy. Like Philippe Remy, the slogan itself is just turning our thoughts into reality. So we want to make sure that everyone that's wearing Philippe Remy feels the same way. You know what I mean, and takes that slogan and that value with them in whatever they do.
Because like the name like sounds luxurious, and I like the fact that even though it's luxurious, you can still slap it on, streetwear and all that stuff. So it's fitting. I can't stand when I see like a brand with like a name and then they slap it on something like luxurious, and it's like it just doesn't. You know what I mean? Like it don't fit.
Don't fit. Yeah. So the thing is, we could do that right now, but we want to take our time with it because we can just put Philippe Remy on just like a suit or polo shirts and things like that. We're just taking our time.
It would make sense. Sounds like, what suits that? Oh, it's Philippe Remy.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like it looks like how it sounds. Yeah. That's important for me.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It
makes sense to be on there regardless.
Facts.
So yeah, those things are happening. So it's just all comes with time, and you know what I mean. I feel like a lot of things are kicking off right now, even in my personal life as well. Like that's just allowing us to do different things. So it's gonna be sick, man. Yeah, this year's gonna be mad stuff.
So how do you kind of like navigate, like like how do you strategize like what you're gonna do? Like, do you sit down and sketch your ideas? Like, you work with other people.
Yeah.
So
what we do is we normally get so Warren would work on Remy would work on the designs, and then he'd like come to me and say, okay, how do you like this? How do you like this? And we've worked with designers before on different collections and stuff like that, and it's worked as well. But I think, the main inspiration, it comes from in-house. It comes from myself or Waza, and then we'll bring it to designers, and then we'll start sketching out ideas, and it'll go 2-3 collections ahead of when we actually release. So we're prepared before we actually drop something as well. So the inspiration process of actually designing and sketching things out, it varies. We might get inspiration from just watching something, you know what I mean, like just seeing someone wear something, and because social media is here now, everyone sees different things and we see what's popping, we see what people are wearing. So it's just whenever we feel inspired to make something, really.
Okay. That's interesting. So how have you found like growing the brand?
Growing the brand is a bit, I'd say, I don't feel like we've had like major tests or anything like that yet. Right now, it's been very smooth in terms of like making designs and being inspired to like design something. I think the hard thing comes from actually like finding the right manufacturers and stuff like that. So finding the right manufacturers is probably the hardest thing in clothing, I'd say, because you'd have a manufacturer there that you think you're on like the right wavelength with them, and they're making something and they send it and it's just something completely different. You're like, what the?
And you have to pay for that thing to get sent to you and everything.
As well, you get me? So I think manufacturing process is probably the hardest thing in clothing. And once you've got the right manufacturers and you're on the right wavelength, everything else is easy, really.
Okay. So how do you go about finding manufacturers? Obviously, you don't have to go into detail, but like,
you know what? Before, I'd say the easiest way to go on to find a manufacturer would be Google, but obviously nowadays, like everyone's using the same manufacturers, so there's different search engines. There's even like fashion search engines that you can use where there's different manufacturers that you'd have to pay for that search engine. So you can go on Google and you can find like fashion search engines where there's different manufacturers. You'd pay for the service, and then they'll just give you a list of different things, different manufacturers, and then you'd call them up, get samples and stuff like that, and then that's how you'd work normally.
So what, do you just Google fashion search engines?
Nah, you wouldn't necessarily do that. I don't want to give too much information away on how to actually do it, but on Google you can find fashion manufacturers that have like different search engines, and you can go on there and you can type in, say, streetwear or something on the search engine, and then they'll come up with a list of different manufacturers, you get me, and their details and where they're located and stuff like that. And you'd pay for that service normally. If you want something good, then you'd pay for that service, yeah.
Have you ever like flown out and met any like manufacturers or anything?
I haven't flown out yet. We were gonna fly out during COVID to Italy actually, and we didn't end up flying out. So now that COVID's over, we're trying to build that relationship with our manufacturers a bit more still. So yeah, we'll be out there with the manufacturers soon, man.
Speaking of COVID, how was lockdown?
COVID was a madness, you know. I think COVID helped the brand grow a bit more, to be fair, I'll be honest with you. I think because everyone was indoors and social media was just a thing where everyone's just sitting there and
had nothing else to do.
They couldn't go to the shops to buy anything either, so everything was just online. So the sales were just mad still. I'm not going to lie, COVID didn't impact us as much as it did other industries. And I think... I think it actually helped us grow essentially and helped us like hone our skills a bit more as well, because we were isolated as well. So yeah,
no work, just straight graft.
Yeah, just
how
graft,
to
bro.
better yourselves.
Can't even go out, bro. No enjoyment season. You get me,
bro? Bro. Like when I think about lockdown, I remember all the bad things, the amazing things, but I forget like little things like you couldn't be out after 6 p.m. and all of that.
Bro, remember them ones, bro? Man actually had a proper lockdown, bro.
That's like if you got caught, you get fined and not like.
It makes it, even have a reason to be out.
Man was just like
walking out
for feds and like
madness, bro. Yeah, we agree.
So what is it? Is it just you and your business partner that are part of your team?
Yeah, at the moment it's just us two. But yeah, as we expand, we'll be looking at different workers and stuff like that. We got designers and stuff like that work with us.
Okay.
But everything in the house is just me and my business partner. Really, that's the in house, and then everything else is just like contracted, really.
And the designers are like freelancers, or whatever.
Freelancers, as you say. Yeah. Okay.
So where did you get your initial? How much did you start with then?
Initial starting with, you know what it was. I think for a clothing brand, I don't think you really need a lot to actually start with to make a brand. Everyone says, "Oh, how do you start a brand? How much do you need? Do you need like thousands or whatever, bro?" As long as you've got like 30, 40 pounds to actually make, say, 2 or 3 tees and print it on it, that's how you start. You get me? And we didn't really start with much. We started with about 30 tees. And this is when it was Treasure, actually. And, you know, Treasure didn't really materialize, you get me? So we had to change the name to Philippe Remy. So those 30 tees that we created were just there, you get me? So Philippe Remy itself, we didn't really need a lot to actually start off with. You know, you could start with probably 2 or 3K and get a certain start.
You can say 2-3 bills.
No.
In my head, I was like, okay, yeah.
You know, because I'm thinking more about like any young person that's listening to this, like
2 or 3K to actually get you know, tracksuits and stuff like that. Because we started off with tracksuits for Philippe Remy, so we didn't even start with tees. We jumped straight into the deep.
And
these are more expensive.
These are the premium quality ones.
Yeah. So we jumped straight into
high fashion.
Tracksuit, yeah. Straight into luxury streetwear, you know. And that was the velvet ones that we started with straight away.
I remember those.
You remember those?
But everything don't like. It was so long ago, but then it weren't. Because how long was 2006? I mean, 2016. 2016. What's that like?
8 years ago, bro.
So you've been doing this thing for 8 years?
Yeah, bro. Well, 6 years. Sorry, it's 2022 now, isn't it? So about it's coming to 6 years. Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, time flies, isn't it?
How old was you then? 20. How old are you then? 26.
20. I was 20.
Shout out the persistence, blood.
Yeah.
Last place,
20,
isn't it?
Yeah, last place, bro. That's all it is, bro.
Yeah,
no matter how long it takes, man, we'll finish the race, bro. And we'll get there, bro, regardless, man.
100%. I believe, bro, trust me, I believe everything you're saying, man. Like, you definitely know, you can see that you're proper.
Yeah.
Know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's there, bro.
Comfortable, confident, everything, bro. Everything. So what else would you tell somebody like a youngster that wants to start a brand? Like other than obviously how much it costs and stuff, like what would you tell them?
First of all, you've got to have your motive. I think that's with anything, really. I think that's with anything that you create. You got to have the motive behind what you actually want to create, and then once you've got that motive, just see what everyone else is doing in the industry and seeing what your competitors are doing, and then obviously the branding thing that comes a bit later. But you want to make sure that you've got the motive, you've got your name right, and then making sure that you're sticking with those values before anything else, man, because you want the values right first with anything that you create. Because once you go against your values and you got a business, bro, who are you fooling? Are you fooling yourself or are you fooling the consumers, bro?
What else?
Fooling both of you, man. You're fooling the consumers and yourself, man, if you go against your values. So just got to stick on your values, man.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah, bro.
So what are some of your values then?
I think for my values, I think in terms of like being, just being motivated all the time to just create and be positive always, man. Despite where we grew up in Aston, you get me, like where it's, it's got negative connotations towards it, you get me, but I've always remained positive no matter what, you get me. So anything that I create, I always want to bring positivity into it, you get me. So in terms of the Philippe Remy slogan, it's thoughts to reality, you get me. So no matter what you're doing, if your thoughts are bad, you're going to create bad things, but if your thoughts are good and positive, and you're going to create something that's positive.
100%.
Yeah,
I respect that. 100%. So yeah, how have you found it, like working with your business partner then? Like, how do you stay aligned on your mission, aligned on your goal? Like, how do you feel like you work together? And
I feel like to be in line with your business partner, I feel like me and my business partner, we kind of like we were brought together, you get me, and like we were just like endless hours just like daydreaming about what we actually want, you get me, like, and that's 6 years gone, so we're still in line with the mission, and regardless of he's thinking something else that I'm not necessarily thinking at that time, that point in time, he'll come to me and be like, okay, cool, like I'm thinking about this, and then we'll come to an agreement, essentially. So I think that's something that's just one of those things we've grown accustomed to as we've like been friends together. And I think most people say like, you can't have friendship and business, or you can't mix both, but at the moment that's the way it's worked. Friendships actually kept the business bond together as well. So
as long as you're two solid individuals, nothing should really, like, if you have a disagreement or agreement, like, you should always be able to meet in the middle.
Facts, bro. And you know what it is?
Even if you have to take one on the chin and be like, I don't like it, but you're so adamant, I'm going to sit this one back, I'm going to let this one...
As long as you don't ruin that bond as well, man, that's the main thing. You can't let the business come in between the bond. Because if you're friends with someone first, and because I've seen multiple things happen, like people falling out of friendships because of businesses, you know what I mean, just falling off, or even like music groups, you know what I mean, like people ain't friends anymore because of music. Like it's one of them things that you just gotta make sure that the bond's intact. And if you know the end goal and you both know the end goal, then the little pieces in between, they all lead up to the end goal, and that's all that matters, man. As long as you get to the end goal, bro.
That's true. It's true. You just have to always make sure you communicate as well, innit?
Yeah, that's the main thing. You gotta be like together, like texting or phone call or whatever, like just making sure that that person knows what you're doing at all times. If they don't know, then you're gonna be out of sync.
No, 100%. And pulling your weight as well.
Yeah, like, that's the main thing, bro. You gotta pull your weight, man, at all times, man. Whether it's, even if you're not involved in the business, like, completely, but as long as you're doing something for the business, you get me, that's the main thing, bro. Say if you're doing something personally that's gonna help you eventually build the business, then you just gotta do that, bro. You gotta do that, and as long as your business partner knows, then that's the main thing, bro.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about like going into like Footaside and more JD or anything like that?
Multiple times, bro. I'll be honest with you. It's been on the table for man already, so
jeez,
it's one of them things where we was looking at it and was like, it might not be for us because of the brand that we actually want to create. And then there's people that told us, like, you could go in there, you could be in there for a couple of years and then pull out. But was looking at brands that were actually in there before and how many actually, like, pulled out and became, like, a luxury brand or a luxury streetwear brand. And we was like, it's not that many, there's far and few. So at the moment, we're just keeping it as we are at the moment.
So how does that work then? Do they approach you?
Yeah, they approach you, or someone that actually has the like the link. Yeah. So we had the link. You get me? Yeah. We had the plug, as men say. But yeah, that's something that didn't materialize, and it's one of them things we're thankful for still, because we've seen where it could get us to, and where it might not, just from brands that have been in there already and haven't been able to pull out and change their brand identity, I guess. Because I feel like if we was in there, I think the brand identity changes quite a lot.
100%.
Yeah, I think it changes quite a lot if we were in JD or Foot Asylum store.
I've seen it. I'm not going to mention any brands, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
Because what it is as well, you've got other brands surrounding you as well. So it's like
you put the people in the same bracket basically.
Yeah.
Even when you know you're not.
Yeah.
Or you know your brand's not.
Yeah.
Like you put yourself under people you might feel ain't worthy or kind of thing. So
yeah, that's how it goes, bro. Literally, if you're in the same spot with someone and you're in the same like criteria or vicinity, then people will associate with that for the rest of their lives. Like they won't even change their minds. So if you pull out and you're trying to charge £400 for a t-shirt and you were charging £60 in JD or Foot Asylum, like they'll be like, "What the heck?"
Disrespectful.
It is very disrespectful if you try and do that. So,
but I think that's why it's important to have that long-term vision in it.
Yeah, you have to, man, and
that lasting vision.
Yeah, bro. Marathon, bro. That's all it is, man. It's a marathon, man. Just gotta partake in the marathon and get to the end goal regardless, man.
So have you ever been like approached by investors, or have you ever thought about like taking on investment or anything?
Yeah, multiple investors still. Yeah, we got approached by multiple investors. I don't even want to say names, but yeah.
Of course not.
Definitely not. But yeah, it's something that we haven't taken. It's something that we looked at multiple times as well and was like, nah, it weren't right for us, you get me? And we want to make sure that we actually build our brand household and in our name. And you know, if that investment does come in the future, it's gotta be the right person. They gotta bring the right thing to the table as well. Because I'm not ruling out any investments as well. Because you know, eventually down the line, you might need that investment. You get me, and it might just take you to the next level. So it's one of them things that we're not ruling out, but they gotta bring the right things, and it's gotta work for the end goal, man.
I think a lot of people, what they do is they just take the money and they don't think about
straight away, bro.
What does this person bring, or like can they get us? You know what I'm trying to say? Do they own some manufacturing companies or whatever? Like some people just hear 50 bags or 100 bags and like, I'll take it
straight away, bro.
Man, didn't we speak about this yesterday? Yesterday, man had places to go, bro. But me and him always sit on the side of the road talking like we ain't got places to be, bro. And literally, the same thing popped up, bro. Like, you can't just, like, you should always, if you're having, like, an investor, always take it from somebody who is going to bring meaning and, like, purpose to what you got going on. Like, money is money at the end of the day. Yeah, that's calm. But what was we saying? Like, if you was just supposed to take money from someone who wanted to invest in you, you should already have that sort of groundwork already.
Yeah,
somebody
facts.
who's already on the team to give value and whatever. Yeah. So then when you do get the money, it should, like, you've already got everything, but then the money just means I can buy 1,000 of that hoodie now, or
already got your structure.
Yeah, you got your structure.
Yeah,
so you just putting onto it. But now if you've got a business that's you're not sure what's gonna happen, and someone says, "Yo, let me chuck you 50 bags," then you know it's.
Bro, it's the same thing that I keep going back to Nipsey's model, bro. But Nipsey, you know, he was independent for ages, bro, before he actually had the deal with was it Atlantic Records, you get me? And then that was a joint thing with his label and Atlantic, you get me? And that only happened recently before he died, so.
And then didn't he do a collab with Puma as well?
Yeah.
So like, and that wasn't like they bought out the rights or anything. Yeah. There was like co-working together to try and bring.
And that's happening in the later stage of his career. You get me, when he's 33. So, you know, it's a long term thing, man. It has to be, bro.
100%.
You can't just sell your rights straight away, bro. Because once you've signed that deal, bro, that's it.
I think it's obviously. Yeah, you do care about the money, yeah, but like when you're proper passionate about what you're doing, it's like it's more than the money.
Yeah, it is, man. And you know what it is? The money comes regardless from different avenues, bro. It ain't gonna be, you know, someone's owning, you know, 20% more of your business now, and you can't even kick them out or anything like that. Now they've got a 20% share or say of what you do in your business. Now, you get me? So it all just depends what your end goal is, really. And some people they don't mind
facts,
having that 20% there. So, but for us it's a bit different than that still.
Yeah. I get that. I feel like equity is like very important. Like you don't want to just give that up, man.
Nah,
like
you can't. You can't these days, bro, because once you've given that man 10%, like the only way you can get that back is if you buy it back off them, you get me? And they might not even want to sell then.
That's why it's important to know who you're bringing to the table. And like, yo, if you're gonna get investors, like, don't just take the person that's giving you the most money.
Yeah, not from anyone as well. You get me? Not from anyone and anyone, bro. You can't just take them piece straight away from someone that you don't know specifically. You've known them for a couple of months. They've niced you up with a couple of drinks or whatever. You get me? And then you thought, oh yeah, let's invest, bro. You can't do that, bro. Can't do that, man. You gotta stick to your morals. Like I said, man, values come first, man.
Every time.
It goes back to the values. I'm saying it's the first thing that you do first, man. If it goes back to the values, then you can't go wrong in your business, man.
Facts. Because someone might look at your brand and then they're in their back of their mind, they're thinking, okay, this can be something mad. But they might just come to you and be like, you know what? They're might undercut you. And be like, okay, we're gonna give them, because they seem like they love money or blah, blah, blah. We're gonna give them a price that's gonna get them gassed.
Yeah, that happens as well.
You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So it's like, you just have to, I don't know, you just have to just know what you're doing in it.
Facts. It comes back to morals and values again, bro. Literally, if that money is not what motivates you or what, you know, gets you out of the bed, then, you know, for some people, they will be tempted by that. You get me? They might just be taking the quick 20, 30 bags and it's just nice them up, you know what I mean, for a good year. Then after the year's done, you're like, yo, now that person's got 10, 20% of my business, but the money's gone. And we're still in the same place, bro. Imagine that.
And they didn't bring nothing to the table. So it's like, table, bro. They're the one, they're trying to call shots and stuff like that. And it's like,
now you're working for them, bro.
And they've got every rights to say whatever they got to say because
they got 20%.
They got a percentage.
That's mad.
They got 20% of their business.
That's mad. But it's good that I feel like where we're from, that we have this mindset in it of ownership.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird still because obviously man's come from like not the richest areas and, you know, man's had the struggles as well. So you'd think like, oh yes, if a man comes to the table with 30, 40 bags, you're just going to take it, bro, straight away. You get me?
100%.
Change your life straight away, bro. You imagine that, bro. Just like 30, 40 bags just for having a business there, but they've got the percentage of the business and you're like, yeah, it's calm, like, but yeah, us, man, we can't have that, man. Because
you know you're worth more, innit? If you know in your head, yo, this is going to be a £1 billion business, then a man coming to you with 30 bags ain't going to budge you.
It ain't gonna touch, man. You know, it didn't touch us, you get me? So
I can't remember what rapper said it, but they're saying like basically if somebody offers you 100 mil, like somebody will offer you 500.
I think it was Young Dolph, you know.
But probably Dolph.
I think it was Dolph in his Drink Champs interview.
Somebody's gonna offer you 500. Like somebody else will offer you $1 million. Like if you know your thing and you know how it's set, then you get me. Just hold off.
Facts, bro. Have to, man. You have to just hold off, and like I said, just back to the values, man. It's always just hold it to your values and your morals, and you'll be fine, bro.
Oh yeah. Is there anything else you want to touch on about your brand? Like, what have you got coming up? What's dropping? And
so we got a new collection dropping next month still. So the new stuff comes next week. So then we'll be shooting some new summer wear.
Next month being July.
Yeah, July still. And then I've got things that I want to touch on as well. I don't even know if I want to share it, you know. I'm going to share it anyway still.
Last place exclusive.
So I'm going to share it anyway. So obviously I've got a Bored Ape in it, so now
we're going to touch that. We're going to touch it.
You man, we're going to touch on that? Yeah. Let's leave it then. Let's leave it. We're going to touch it. We're going to touch it. But I want to start doing some collabs with Bored Ape and Philippe Remy and just start linking crypto and NFTs to the fashion world and just start doing things like that. So I've got a few things in place already that I'm working on. So I think people will see it quite soon. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, still. I think people are gonna see it soon. Yeah,
I think that leads beautifully into the next
segment.
Yeah. So like, you mentioned Bored Ape and stuff like that. So you know that's crypto.
Yeah.
So how did you get started in crypto? Like, what got you into it?
You know what it was? I feel like everyone heard the term Bitcoin, like even from early days, even when Bitcoin started, like in 2010, 2011 times, that's when I heard it. And then I just thought it was a scam, bro. I'll be honest with you, bro. I looked at it, I was like, yo, these men are trying to scam. Because obviously, I was investing in like stocks and things like that already because I wanted to be a stockbroker, you get me? And I was down the Forex path as well, where there are people that are investing in Forex, and then heard about Bitcoin and I was like, bro, like this is a scam, bro. I haven't heard of this. If it ain't Forex or stocks, it's a scam, bro. Man are trading this. I was like, this is impossible,
so
bro.
It's gambling.
Gambling, bro, you get me? Yeah. And then, I don't know, I just kept an eye on it for like a good couple of years, like 2014, 2015, I had an eye on it. and it was just rising, bro. And I didn't really have the peas to like invest in it, and I just left it. And then 2017 is when it popped off differently, and then I was like, yo, like I have to get in it now, bro. And I got in it when it was about, I think Bitcoin was about, it just broke 10K. So I saw it when it just broke 10K, and I was like, yeah, like I'm jumping in crypto now. Jumped in it, made money. You get me? Like I was like gassed and that, like everything was going up. I just left it. I was like, yo, this is going to 100 grand, 200 grand and that, bro. And then 2017, 2018 crash come, you get me? And I was like, yo, and I didn't know what to do. You get me? Like I was like, yo, my money's down. Like I was like, I just got to sell it. So man, just took out whatever I could, like, whatever I could take from it. And this was from investing in little altcoins. They call them altcoins. That's the alternative coins to Bitcoin. So you've got like Litecoin, XRP, and things like that. That was what was popping off in 2017. So I invested probably like 1 or 2K. You get me? And you know, back then I didn't really have enough P's. Like 2017, like I just started work in 2017. You get me? So 2K out of my pocket was like, it was a lot of money still. And then just to lose that was like, it was a bit mad still. I was like, yo, this might not be for me still. So I skipped crypto for about a good 3 years. And then I started jumping back into it about 2020, 2021.
That was the resurgence of crypto for real. I think that's when every man got on it. Like
2020, 2021 is when I jumped back in it.
That was lockdown time.
Lockdown.
That's what happened, bro. So 2020, 2021, that's when I literally, I jumped into like investing again, and like, cause I had a bit of money to play with. I was like, okay, I'll try it out again. Cause it's rose again. You get me? Cause it crashed and then it rose again. So I was like, okay, if it crashes, it's going to rise again anyway. So I jumped in it. And then I jumped in it when Bitcoin was about, I think it was about 23K, 24K. And then it broke everything, 30K, 40K, 50K, 60K, 70K. Like it was just below 70K, you get me? So when Bitcoin's rising, all the other coins in the market are just jumping up as well at different rates. You get me? Like
that was a good time, man.
Yeah. The alternative coins, they jump up at a higher rate than Bitcoin does. So when Bitcoin jumps, let's say 50% from like, or 100% from 20 to like 40K, like all the other coins will jump up 1,000%, 2,000%, you get me? Because they're smaller market caps.
And that's like what, a penny to a pound or something silly like
so
that.
Stupid like that, you get me? So all these other alternative coins, they were just jumping at different rates, you get me? And I had my hands in a few of them still. Even there's one called SHIB.
Oh God!
So I invested in SHIB and like.
Wait. When did you invest in SHIB?
That means it must have been a minute ago, then.
March 2021.
Damn.
Early.
Yeah.
So this is when it wasn't even on like huge exchanges. So it was on something called Hotbit. So I invested like $100 in SHIB. And this was in like March, April 2020. I can show you from my phone as well.
So this was pennies.
Yeah,
not even pennies, bro. This was before it hit a penny.
Yeah, so this was ages ago.
0.000, one of them ones.
0.0000, everything, bro. And then I was in SHIB from about April out with $100. And this was before I saw Elon Musk tweet something about like Shiba dogs and stuff like that. So someone created the Shiba Inu coin, and you know, I think they created it in August 2020, and then it was like it went up a little bit, and then it popped off a little bit, and then in April was when I jumped on it, and then after that, that's when like the surgence comes. So I hit it before it actually came, and it was weird still because when it came, it was just mad because like my $100 it turned into like 30-40 bags.
Fucking hell! Oh my God.
Yeah. This is what I was trying to get you onto crypto.
Blood, you know what's
my $100 turned to 30-40 bags, bro.
You know what's crazy, bro? You know what's crazy? Sorry to cut you, but like that's the maddest thing because when you're so focused on like getting to the bag, you might overlook just putting £50 in it. Yeah, just putting £100 into it.
Because I saw it was a risky asset in it because it wasn't unlike the huge exchanges like Binance or KuCoin or Crypto.com or even Coinbase. It was on something called Hotbit, which is like it's like a tier 4, tier 3 exchange where like there's actual like scams on there. You get me? So when I invested,
what are called poo coins?
Yeah, these dead coins, bro. You get me? Like
rug pulls,
lot of rug pulls on there, bro. I'll be honest with you, I lost money on there as well. Still not gonna lie, but not too much. But SHIB was one of those ones that I looked at and I was like, okay, cool. And I had a group chat at the time, and I told man, I was like, I'm jumping into SHIB now. I put in $100, so you can tell from like the group chat days of. Like I can scroll up all the way to April or March, and I invested $100 into it, and then a few men jumped into it a little bit after, like probably a month after it done like a 10x, so it done a 10 times on my investment. So it went from $100 to about $1,000, and then that's when they jumped in, but they jumped in with a little bit more money. They jumped in with $1,000 because I made that much. You get me? So my $100 turned into $1,000 or two. And then from then, there was just like another wave after that where it jumped on the huge exchanges, and then that's when it took it to like the 30, 40 bags. But I sold it. I sold it eventually still. I sold it before it to be fair, I sold it before it even jumped up even more still. Because
left $1 and that.
It didn't even go to, it was like,
because it was under a penny, bro.
Yeah, it's still under a penny now. It's like 0.000 something, but it's a lot of zeros, bro. I can't even tell you how many zeros there are.
Oh wait, sorry. SHIB and SHIB Uni is two different coins.
Nah, there's SHIB and there's Dodge. So
I'm thinking about Dodge. Yeah, sorry.
So SHIB is just short for Shiba Inu.
Okay, So that one there, I sold it before it actually took off another leg. Which is mad still, because if I kept it would probably be like 80, 90 bags instead of the...
You did the right thing, bro.
Yeah, I took as much as I could out of it at that time period, because I saw what crypto done before, you get me, to me, and I was like, nah, I'm taking my peas out, bro.
You did before. You got your initial investment plus all profit, bro.
Yeah, because realistically, all profit from $100, bro.
Because realistically, man, like when I used to do the crypto, I was so happy I was speaking about crypto, because crypto's been so dead.
I might be
like, man just to kind of just let it cook. You know what I'm saying? So to speak about crypto again like this again, it's so refreshing. Like everything's just unlocking since like last year. But bro, man was just on this get your initial investment back, and then obviously
keep whatever to run.
Bro. So if I put £100 in, I make £200. Or no, if I make £300, I'm taking £100 straight back out. Yeah, because then I don't lose nothing.
Yeah, don't lose nothing. You just take out what you've invested in, and now you're just letting your profits run.
And then what if it goes to 50k, bro? And then I can get 50k. If the 50k goes to zero,
but you still get your money.
I still got my money. I still got my 100.
And you know what's mad as well? Crypto never goes to zero, anyways. You get
but you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
It never goes to zero. It's still there, so you never actually lose your whole investment. So you still keep it, man. Yeah, it's still an asset at the end of the day. You just make sure that you invest in the right projects. But even SHIB wasn't a huge project that I was looking at. Like, it didn't have the right fundamentals. It was just like a meme thing, you get me? So I just invested $100 because I thought, if it pulls, it pulls. You get me? Like, it's just
that's one of them coins where
I'm not thinking about. Bro.
That's one of them coins where it got given. It's been slowly given purpose over time, and it like people are like, oh yeah, we're gonna, if we get this much and all of this, we're gonna start donating to the to the dogs and
madness,
all of this kind of stuff. So
now they're creating their own metaverse, bro. So let's see how that works, man.
You're gonna speak on that.
Oh, you got the This is a good one still, yo.
Come on, man.
Can you break down crypto in a few seconds then?
Yeah, you know what it is? I've got a group chat that I've created. So when I got back into crypto, I started a group chat on WhatsApp, and then that's how like I started finding coins and gems and stuff like that. So what we've done is we've created something called Cryptoverse, and that's like a little platform on YouTube.
Come on, man, big up your team,
Cryptoverse
man.
with the free, still growing, bro. And then like a Discord page as well, where we have like analysis and things like that, and we explain like terms and meanings of different things and stuff. But in terms of like crypto is basically just cryptography in its shorts, in a shorter frame, cryptography, where people actually invest, or it's not even in an actual investment, it's just buying an asset, or like say if it's Bitcoin or something like that, and actually owning like those coins or something like that, those cryptocurrencies itself. Bitcoin is one of the biggest cryptocurrencies. It was the first cryptocurrency, and it's a decentralized currency as well. So it's just another currency. It's just a digital form of currency. That's what crypto is.
What does decentralized mean?
Decentralized is when essentially there's no one actually behind it. So there's no one controlling it. No one has like ownership over that currency itself. So no one has ownership over Bitcoin, and no one can like take down the Bitcoin network. So when Bitcoin was created and when it was coded, it had decentralized fundamentals. So the only way Bitcoin can get shut down is if someone shuts down the internet. So when the internet goes down, that's the only way you can kill Bitcoin. But there's centralized coins out there as well, like
XRP.
Yeah, so they can pull that. So they own most of it, a majority of it. They control the keys to that. So that's a centralized currency. So they can pull that whenever, essentially, yeah.
This might be a bit technical, but yeah, as you said, so like we're gonna probably put the link for your Cryptoverse.
Yeah, Cryptoverse. Everything's on there, bro.
We definitely will. Who do you do the Cryptoverse podcast with?
Cryptoverse podcast, that's with everyone that I went to school with, actually.
Everyone that we went to school with?
Mad stuff, yeah. So
we only figured this out the other day.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
obviously, I seen Javon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, he was like, I recognized one of the other guys. I can't remember the names. Obviously, tell me.
Yeah,
and then yeah. And then Hunter was like, the other guy as well. I was like, oh yeah, but he was like, he had no beard on. He was slim. He had no beard. So when I seen him, I had to look deep. I was like, no way.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Amir's with man still. Amir Casper, as they call him now. He's deep in it as well. Still, he's deep in the community for one of the coins called Casper, which is a blockchain. Which he's like a validator on one of the nodes and stuff. Like he's actually doing it. Yeah, he's doing it big still. He's doing it.
That's the man that got talent, man. Yeah.
And this is talent. And this is what man's gonna put on the platform, bro. That it don't matter where you from, what you do. Like man are out here changing the world, bro.
Facts,
one
bro.
step at a time.
We have to, bro.
But yeah, link. We're gonna put the link at the bottom. I was thinking, yo, man, we're gonna have to come with your thing, do a collab.
Have to, bro. We have to do a collab. Last place,
yo.
That'll be hard still. But I got something else coming. I'll speak to you off camera.
Say less.
I got something else I got something else coming. We'll speak off camera on that one. But
say less. Because there's not, trust me, man, I already spoke on this. There's not many podcast people, platforms that, man, because nothing's on man's level and not even big head. Man ain't even being big headed, but
like in niche, if you want to say,
the content that man are providing,
content and that, you know what I'm trying to say,
content
bro,
that man
like,
are providing actual content, not just
like man are trying to be
about.
Yeah. Like we do the banter and all of that stuff, bro. But you get me, man. Bro. Man are trying to be positive and
we're trying to empower, bro. We're trying to bring some.
I mean, China, we are.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, we bring some knowledge to the table, man. But yeah, what was you gonna say? You had a question.
Oh no! Sorry, now go on.
I'm just saying we're just trying to bring some knowledge to the table, bro, and just try and actually like help people on their crypto journey, because obviously crypto is gonna be what we see crypto as now. It's not what crypto is gonna become. Crypto is gonna become something else like that we can't even fathom. You get me? Like even the metaverse as well.
It's gonna be bigger than us. Bro.
It's gonna be something that we can't even fathom, because it's just a part of like the how do you call it? Technological advancements in time. So it's just one of those things that are just, it's going to be groundbreaking. And if you're not there and you're not with it, then you're going to be
left behind.
Our slogans, we don't leave anyone behind, bro. That's the slogan for Cryptoverse.
I like that. So
I can't even say left behind.
like how I see it. If you don't want to get on the bandwagon or even learn, you be like,
yeah,
you are basically saying
you're gonna stay as an NPC.
Yeah, if you know what NPC is.
This geezer learned this word and he won't stop calling people NPCs, bro.
Yo, that's bad. Use that one.
Man, just coming.
Man, the NPCs out here. Yeah, that literally, bro, can't leave anyone behind, bro, at all. But it's one of them things where we don't even want to force people to actually like.
Yeah.
Because everyone's at their own stage, anyways. But as long as we put the information out there for when someone's ready and they can see it there, and they've just got like a catalog of things that they can look back at. Okay, cool. So people might not be ready for it yet.
100.
So we might be 5 or 10 years before actually the time's ready, but eventually.
And it's sick as well, because obviously how man are, you'll help a certain like demographic as well.
Yeah.
So like if it's the young brothers from ends or certain places, but obviously how man speak, everyone is for everyone. But people that are just doing whatever they're doing, they can be like, oh, I swear down, man, like this into crypto.
Yeah.
No, facts.
You know what I'm trying to say? They'll branch onto man and be like active.
And there was no, like I said, there was no platform for that when I was in it. So man just looked at the gap and said, okay, cool, let's just create something. And it's something we enjoyed anyways, because as I said, we had a group chat in it. Like I had like gems and things like that. I was putting Shib in there in April 2020, April 2021, March 2021. So imagine if I was able to do that for hundreds of people in the community, bro, and someone just dropped in $100, bro.
Mad.
I will be thanking you for their life, bro.
And that's not even what I want, bro.
Nah, I know, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I just want people to just actually just understand what's out there right now, the technology that's there that people can start using and stuff like that. And
opportunities.
NFTs is just changing the game, bro. Like, it's just, that was the game changer, man. I think that one's gonna kick down doors, man.
You know what's mad? You know what I hate? Yeah, I hate when people don't know about crypto and don't know about NFTs and they just slate it. Like,
I like it though. I like it.
I don't like it, man. It annoys me.
That's a man who knows what he's doing. He knows what the future holds for him.
Yeah.
And he knows what's finna happen, bro. Because a man that says, NFTs are this and that.
We'll see. Yeah.
And you know what it is? I kind of think it's one of them things that it's a gift, you know. I feel like some of us actually have this gift where we can see things happen before it actually happens, and even like people that, like, one of them things that I thought of before was, I think, YouTube, you know, because, you know, in Astaman, I started a YouTube channel in 2008, you know, and man was there. I was uploading videos and stuff like that, 2008, 2009. And even in 2010, I had a platform where I was getting like 100,000 views. I was just uploading like Naruto gameplay and stuff like that. But man were looking at me like I was weird.
Wait, how much views did you just
hundreds of thousand views, like just weirdly. And I stopped doing that, you get me? Because you get me? Like, I was just like, like, man are looking at me like I'm weird and things like that. Like, I just stopped doing it. But I saw the lane at least, you get me? And I was even going to start gaming and get like, what did we used to call it? We used to call them dazzles back in the day, like for graphics and stuff like that.
The
dazzles.
Like Elgatos and that, the capture cards.
Capture cards.
Yeah.
This is his bag.
I don't know about this. So man was looking at getting that, you know, back in the day in 2009, 2010, you get me? Just to start, you get me? And look where gaming is now for YouTube and stuff like that. And that's 10 years later. So I've always been able to see things before it actually happens, but I just didn't.
I'm both. Yeah.
I didn't actually jump on that, and this one I was like, you know what, I'm not letting this one go.
Facts.
I was like, forget this, bro. I'm just gonna do it. I can see where it's heading, and I've already started it, so I'm not gonna let this one go, man. Bro, I could even show you, man. Used to have hundreds of thousands of views, bro. Just
I believe you, bro.
Just doing Naruto gameplay, bro, and uploading it first, and man will jump on and see it. But
how was you recording? Just like off of a camera?
Yeah, not even. But imagine this, bro. So imagine someone would already have that media, but it would be on a website. I'd just record that and just put it on YouTube, bro.
And pretend like you're playing.
Nah, just saying gameplay, just being the first person to show it. You get me? On YouTube. You get me? It'll be on a website, like some Japanese website, something like that. You get me?
So you was basically doing like what the IGNs and stuff.
Yeah, the worlds do, where I just take the gameplay and just stick it on my own platform. You get me?
Yeah.
We can still do that now, to be honest.
Nah, that's what people do, because you seen when people do like the Christmas music stuff, they get like a royalty-free song, and then they'll get like a royalty-free video and slap it up together, and then just say Christmas music and whatever, and then they amass up the views, or accumulate the views.
Yeah, bro. Back then it was easy, bro, to get hundreds of thousands of views. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It was dead easy because everyone was looking at different games and stuff like that. So it was just, and there wasn't that many people doing it, so it was easy to do. But now it's saturated, so yeah, it's a bit harder now to actually upload like gameplay now. Yeah.
That's mad still, man. But yeah, what are your top 3 favorite coins and the utilities?
Okay, cool. You know what it is? I haven't really thought about my top 3 favorite coins, but I'd say if I give a broad aspect of the coins that I'm probably looking at and what type of industry they're in, I think that'll probably be better for the person listening. So right now I'm looking at like metaverse coins. So I think I was lucky to catch a metaverse coin before it even happened as well. Like, it's just one of them things that I caught onto as well. So I was looking at metaverse coins in the summer of 2021, and this was before Mark Zuckerberg changed his name from Facebook to Meta. You get me? And then that's when the metaverse wave just kicked off. So I was looking at metaverse coins then. So I invested in a coin called Blocktopia on KuCoin, the exchange, and that was one of the top metaverse coins. And then I think I invested in that like probably like 3 or 4 weeks before Mark Zuckerberg changed his name, and then as soon as he changed the name, boom, like every metaverse coin just went on a different level. So I was able to catch that before it jumped. Another metaverse coin to probably look at is probably Ape coin as well. So that's the Bored Ape coin. They've got their own coin called Ape coin, and the utility of that is they've actually created their own. It's like a play to earn metaverse game where everyone can have their own NFTs in that world. You get me? So people can earn money in there. So Ape coin's the coin that everyone earns in that world. So that utility is just going to be the ecosystem. So a gaming ecosystem. So the Ape coin value will just always be high because everyone's going to be investing in it to get items or whether it's resources that they want to buy for their land or their metaverse land or whatever. So I was able to buy my my metaverse land with Ape coin as well. So that was one of the utilities.
You're going, yo, do your thing still. I can't lie, bro.
Yeah, that was one of the utilities of the coin itself. So there's always going to be purpose for that coin. But if I go into like, say, blockchains and things like that, I'd probably say like Binance coin, BNB is one of those ones that I'm looking at. That one's always just going to rise because Binance is the biggest exchange right now. So as more users come into the infrastructure and as more users come into crypto, BNB is the coins that they'll be looking at as, okay, I need to invest in this because it's the exchange coin itself. And BNB will have multiple utilities. They're looking at even creating like a shopping ecosystem on their exchange so you can buy like actual groceries with BNB, the coin. Yeah, they're just integrating things like that. So yeah, that's one of those ones that I'll be looking out for still, definitely. Like blockchains. Got to invest in blockchains always, because blockchains are always there. You get me? So blockchain play to earn coins or metaverse coins, that's what I'm looking at the moment, man.
I need to learn about these play to earn coins still. A lot of people have been chatting about them. I'm sure I spoke to you about it as well.
I think you did. You probably dropped me a message on the one. I think you did.
I just thought like it's the same topic, but I thought like, why don't Minecraft create their own coin?
I know they should.
They would fucking
kill it. They would. They should jump into it.
Now I said this, watch them make one.
Now you know what I think other platformers are already doing that already. So I think Roblox already have their own coins.
Swear?
Yeah. I think Roblox have already had their own cryptocurrency.
But you know what it is though? Roblox makes sense because Roblox has their own like virtual currency.
Yeah.
Minecraft I think have mine coins, but they're not as, you can't just like purchase them as much as you can Robux. Like Robux is what they're called.
Robux, yeah.
That's what it is. So yeah, but I invested in a metaverse coin as well. It's not Sandbox. It's not, which one is it? Decentralization.
Mana.
I invested in Mana last year, February, bro.
Okay, so you was in it before. I was in it. Okay, so you was there before the metaverse rise.
I've got a screenshot of me telling someone, invest in this, the virtual land thing, blah blah blah. It's finna go crazy, VR, whatever. Then my man, I got it when it was like pennies, bro.
Yeah.
Then my man, Mark Zuckerberg, announced the metaverse thing, bro. The thing went to £3, bro. I'm looking at my family like, we out of here.
Did you sell? Nah, that's the thing, innit? It's mad, innit? When you see it, you don't sell. and that's one of the things that I had as well. So I done that again with Block. I didn't sell with that one like I did Shib. So it's one of them things that you need to actually just like, as soon as you've made profit, just take it, man.
But you want to know what it is though? I'm actually in it for the long run.
Oh, so you're still in it for the long
run? Yeah, I'm not. It's not. It was nothing to do with like money, but cool. I just did it because I see the future in it. But when I seen the money start, I was sweating and that, bro. I was looking at my phone. I'm thinking, this crypto thing's a bit.
It's for bro because we're in it so early. It's so good because as more people get into it. Like things are just gonna happen in the space, and because we're still at an early point, like when the next generations in it, like these kids growing up, bro.
And I copped a VR headset, bro.
Did you? Oculus?
I got myself an Oculus Quest. Yeah. Obviously, man loves gaming and technology and all of that. Man know this from when I was a jit, bro. So I've copped this anyway because obviously I'm thinking about the future.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm playing my games, I'm loving it, and I'm thinking, I'm gonna be in this like for 6 hours a day and that eventually, bro. Like bug standard.
And you know what? It's the mad thing as well, because when I see like metaverse and I see like virtual reality, I just see where it's going. Like, have you seen Ready Player One?
Yeah, blood. That's one of my favorite.
He always tells us to watch it, you know.
And you still ain't watched it,
bro. Ready Player One changed my whole aspect on everything. I saw it and I was like, okay, cool, this is actually gonna happen. And you know what it is? They're like giving hints in movies before things actually happen. You know?
Facts, bro.
So Ready Player One, when I saw that happen, I was like, yeah, man are gonna be living in the metaverse, bro. There's gonna be man out there living in the metaverse, like just earning money, because it's actually like you'll be able to work in there, you'll be able to go in school there, you'll be able to play your games in there, you'll be able to do everything that you need to in there. Like, man are gonna meet up with your friends, and you know, these days it's already hard to link up with, man. You get me? Like these days it's hard to do like a little link up or something. Man are just in their yard, either gaming or just watching something. You get me? But soon enough, you'll be able to just go cinemas with your boys in the metaverse, bro. It'll be like they're right next to you, but you're not leaving your house, bro.
Like soon enough, like man, like you can do that now.
Yeah.
Like there's apps where you can do that now.
Yeah.
Like it's just gonna be even more immersive.
Yeah, more immersive.
Man are gonna touch and feel and bro.
Link gal in the metaverse.
Yo, I've had that conversation multiple times. Yo. That one is ridiculous.
This geezer like criminal.
That one is ridiculous. But yeah, virtual reality is just gonna take off to a different a different realm still. And then now that they're incorporating augmented reality as well, so it's gonna be AR and VR together. It's just gonna be
and then like now man are waiting for announcements for then Decentraland to then be VR.
Yeah.
For then Ape. What's the what? The Ape verse. What's it called?
It's called Other Side.
So the other side thing to become VR, and then that's gonna plummet. Does plummet mean going up or go down?
It means going down, bro.
Damn. We're gonna rocket. Yeah. We're gonna go up with the coins itself.
Yeah.
The VR headsets are gonna
everything,
go.
Bro. It's gonna go
sales,
haywire, bro. So we're getting in before that even kicks off, man. So yeah, I hate saying it to people, but really and truly, now's the best time to get into crypto, man, before it gets too late, bro. The longer you leave it, the worse you put in yourself.
Because I remember seeing one picture as well, and it's like it shows the crypto market cap.
Yeah.
And then and it compares it to real estate, it compares it to forex, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow, and this thing ain't even popped yet.
It hasn't even touched the surface, bro. And I think because this is digital, it's going to go even crazier than the ones that we saw before. So the stocks and the real estate market, how it looked like that going up. Crypto, because it's digital, bro, it's just going to go from like this instead, because everyone's at home. You got easy access to just, you get me?
Because back in the day, you had to go home to like a home computer or go to work to check. It's
harder to get it, bro. You get me? But now, man, and then when the VR and the AR comes in, bro, man can buy crypto like this. You get me? So
you know what it is? And you know what it is? Like you'll see videos of Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, and then my guys are like, crypto's a scam. But you see, my thing is, why I would never listen to them guys, because if them guys are wrong, they can just liquidate a couple bills
and just jump in.
Yeah, like you can't listen to them.
Warren Buffett already jumped into Bitcoin already, so that was the thing. So I saw what he posted before. He posted that Bitcoin he doesn't see it lasting and things, but he's already jumped into it. You get me? His hedge funds already started investing in it already. So
then Microsoft's gonna make Softcoin, Microcoin.
And Microsoft already invested how much into Activision to create the metaverse? They invested, what was it? I got a feeling it was around 60 billion, where they bought Activision. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Microsoft actually bought Activision to create a metaverse, bro. So
it's all
because of Destiny and that, because they're sick at making what.
It's all strategy, I believe, because you know what it is? They'll say these things in public here, but when they change their mind, they're not going to come out and say, I've changed my mind.
They already bought it ages ago.
Yeah, bro.
And then man would be like, why? You said it was, bro. They already bought it, bro. Come on, you can't really.
But people are listening to these, I'm thinking, Warren Buffett says it's a scam.
Yeah.
I'm not getting into it.
And you know what? They get away with it because they're an older generation in it. You get me? So people are looking at them as, they're the older heads, so they might be wiser. But some people might be thinking, they're the older heads, but they're out of touch. You get me? But really and truly, it's all a game, bro. It's all a game. Even the banks, bro. The banks bashed crypto multiple times before they started actually investing in it. And look what HSBC did, bro. They've got their own metaverse in Sand, bro. HSBC's got a virtual metaverse space in Sand, bro.
I might need to go. I might need to move to HSBC because TSB is blocking my thing right now. TSB don't want to make me great, blood. I'm trying to invest, bro.
Shout out Monzo, bro.
Monzo.
Shout out Monzo.
Actually, no, don't shout out Monzo.
Okay, don't shout out Monzo. Take that back.
Monzo blocked my account for no reason, bro.
Really?
Swear to
bear, man.
Yeah.
No reason. No illegal activities. no fraudulent activities. sorry, we're closing your account. Calling them, why have you closed my account? Sorry, sir, we can't tell you.
Swear down.
Done.
That's
Man.
wild.
And that Monzo card stayed in my wallet for ages, you know. I only took it out like last week, bro, I swear.
A girl might use your card, blood. Without you knowing, bro.
I don't know what, blood. I don't know what happened, bro, but yeah.
Yeah, don't shout out Monzo.
Don't shout out Monzo. You can shout out Monzo.
Yeah, I'll shout out
me and Monzo ain't friends.
But wait, I want to touch back on that. Wait, so what? HSBC has got.
You know what's mad as well, bro? Let me even start on this one because the day before they announced this, they shut down like 47 branches. Yeah.
Oh my!
They shut down 47 branches, and then the day after, they announced that they were in the Sandbox metaverse.
So what? People can go to their branch.
Yeah, in the Sandbox metaverse and actually get like investment advice or financial advice, multiple things, bro. Talk about their account and things like bro.
So they've actually got like real workers in there.
They don't
not real workers, but like
just virtual.
Yeah. But like, is it a person behind it?
Yeah, so they'll be just at HSBC headquarters. You get me? But they'll still be.
So this shit is
contact
mad.
them, but you're in the Sandbox.
So it's basically like, you know, like the customer support chat.
Yeah, basically.
But there's a person there.
Yeah.
So wait. So like, you know when like man own like metaverse land, yeah. Imagine like you own some land, you just buy some metaverse land, and like you man like HSBC say, oh yeah, we want to build a bank and that.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. Yeah, metaverse lands. It's mad still because even in the one that I got because of the board. Do you want me to jump on the board? Or is that, No, should leave it to later because we can touch on.
Man will talk about it. Speak on it if all of that.
Speak on it.
Did you have other points?
We're gonna
speak on it.
So speak on it. Yeah.
Alright, cool. So in the Bored Ape metaverse itself, like obviously you've got like all of the musicians or whatever, all the celebrities, they own like different lands in there already. You get me? So
sorry, can you name a couple of people? Name like 3 or 5 celebrities that got Bored Apes that people know.
Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Justin Bieber, Post Malone,
Little Baby.
I'm gonna say Madonna still.
Say less.
Yeah, so we can give some bigger names, man.
Say less.
Yeah, but you can look at where they actually own their land. You get me? So you can see where they've actually had their land and who owns it. So you can place yourself next to it. So in Sandbox, Snoop Dogg's got his own little mansion or little world or whatever. But the metaverse land's next to it. Like they sell for a couple mil. It's next to Snoop Dogg's metaverse land.
Just like real
land,
real estate.
Yeah,
real estate.
Yeah. That is insane, blood.
Yeah, and if you're next to like say a company that's had like events or major events, or like, you know, Travis Scott had his metaverse concert in Fortnite. So if you're next door to like say Wireless have a land or something, and you're next door to Wireless, you get me, like your land's gonna be valuable as well.
And imagine if you bought land when none of this was popping, and then Snoop Dogg buys his mansion. So you buy this land for $500. He's bought the thing. His land's been placed there. Next, your thing's now worth mils.
It's mad, bro.
Yeah, all of a sudden,
just because Snoop Dogg decided to pluck himself next to him.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Blessed just like that, bro.
Facts. So yeah, what is a Bored Ape then? Like, let's talk about it. Like, you know.
Okay, so if I jump on it from what an NFT is, we'll start with the NFT. So NFTs is basically a non-fungible token which is on the blockchain. So basically there can only be like one of those things. So if you pay for that, only you can actually own that. And it's like essentially like a digital contract with you and the person who's created it. Mm-hmm. So you can see that digital contract on the blockchain itself. So that's what an NFT is. And then if you say what a Bored Ape is, a Bored Ape NFT is it's essentially just an ape picture that was designed by Yuga Labs, which is a company that's now a tech company actually, that created just apes. You know, they just done it out of like freehand, like just drawing apes, and just said, okay, we're going to create some NFTs.
And they're randomly generated, innit?
Yeah, randomly generated. Yeah.
And how many of them is there?
There's 10,000 Bored Apes, and then there's I think about 20,000 mutants. So there's about 30,000 combined. I'm a show. It's probably going to be over because I'm in the center, but I'm going to show some examples of Bored Apes.
What are the mutants?
So the mutants are essentially you have to have a mutant serum to get a mutant. So the mutants are if you've got a bored ape and you expose it to a mutant serum, you get a mutant ape.
So does your bored ape transform?
Yeah, it transforms into a mutant ape.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you get that serum?
So that serum probably cost about probably like $60,000 to buy one. So
when it transforms into the mutant, it's worth a couple more.
Yeah, a couple more when you transform it into the mutant. But most people that had the bored ape, when they bought it for like $100 or $200, they were gifted the mutant serum for free. So that's one of the utilities that, you know, Bored Ape actually gave to their holders. So they gifted the mutant serum to everyone that owned one. So everyone that owned one, you could go and sell that mutant serum for. There was three tiers of the mutant serums. So there was M1, which gives you like the basic aspects of a mutant. Then there was an M2, which gives you a little enhanced one. And then there was an M3 serum, which there was only 8 of them.
The rare thing.
Yeah, the rare things. And to buy one of them, they cost about $5 million. So Yuga Labs gifted everyone who owned the board if they spent $100 those serums because they owned it. So some people sold the serums for a couple of 100,000.
So that's sick because it's optional.
Yeah,
you wasn't forced to transform your ape or anything.
You didn't have to.
Yeah, you got given the serum as a separate entity, and if you wanted to transform, you could. Yeah. If you wanted to hold off, you can. If you wanted to sell the serum, you could.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. And then some people transform theirs into a mutant, and the mutants are worth hundreds of thousands, man, as well. So it's mad still. When you look at it as like monetary terms, it's hard to actually comprehend it because you just look at like a picture and say, how is that worth that? Like, how is that picture worth hundreds of $1,000s? Like, it doesn't make sense. But when you look at what the actual thing is, as I said, NFT is a digital contract. So it's like you getting ownership of that digital contract to have utilities and perks. So another utility of the Bored Apes, like it gave you metaverse land for free as well. So I got metaverse land for free. So I didn't have to buy one of them. Well, I did buy one, but the one that I got gifted is one of the
you got
ones.
2?
Yeah.
God damn.
So the ape ones, like I said, so I'll be close to. I've seen who I'm actually close to still. Close to Eminem's land.
What?
Yeah, it's mad stuff. Yeah. You can see who has land and who has it where. So that was one of the utilities of actually owning a Bored Ape as well. And then another utility as well is they gifted everyone ApeCoin. You get me? So if you held one Bored Ape, you got gifted around like $200,000 of worth of ApeCoin.
Fuck
for free, which is ridiculous.
Well, you see. Okay.
I love how normal this is to him. Yeah, it's just it's 200K, you know. And then I got 2 pieces of land as well. Got Bored Ape.
Have you ever sat down on thought like, yo, I've got.
It's hard to comprehend it really. Like it's actually like if I did sit down and just deep it of what I actually had, because obviously I wasn't able to afford one. You get me? Like I won it from a competition.
Yeah. Speak on that then.
Which is mad. So I won it from a competition from someone called JF_NFT. So he created a page called NFT with Mark Cuban. So if you know who Mark Cuban is, he's a billionaire from America on Shark Tank. He owns the Dallas Mavericks.
Is this the guy that Meek Mill's always with?
Nah. That's Mike Rubin.
Okay.
Yeah. Mark Cuban, he owns the Dallas Mavericks, and him and JF, they're co-business partners. So they ran a giveaway for a Bored Ape, and there was about 26,000 retweets on it, and he was picking out anyone who retweeted and followed him, just one person, and I was able to, retweet it at one of the last moments actually, and. Yeah, man was on Twitter Spaces with Tory Lanez, Lil Baby, Coil Ray. Who else was on there? Ty Dolla $ign was there. John Terry was there for some dumb reason. I don't know why.
The footballer?
Yeah. Victoria Beckham, Brooklyn Beckham.
Have these people all got Bored Apes?
Nah, so they were in the Twitter Space just watching it.
Okay.
So he was giving it away on Twitter Spaces. So he pulled me up and said, okay, the winner is Ryan_Wills. And I'm just listening to it, because I was in my. If I talk about my whole day, how it started, it's mad.
So speak on it,
because because obviously I had that group chat that I told man about in it, and there was something that I was looking at from I don't know if you know who Full Sender. Yeah. So they were doing the NFT, their own NFT, and they had a video popped up. I woke up, watched it at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and they said join the Discord. So I joined the Discord now. There's like 200,000 members in there already. And then they said, okay, we're going on Twitter Spaces to speak about it more with someone called JF. And he's doing a Bored Ape giveaway. You get me? So I'm in there now on that day with all the people in there. And then like I must have joined Twitter or something like that. And then I followed JF, retweeted it at one of the last moments whilst it was on Twitter Spaces. And then literally like the Full Send guys, Kyle, he was the one who talked to me and everything. Like it was just mad.
He spoke to you directly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, man. And then followed me and everything. It was just mad. Like it was just a weird. There was about I think 15,000, 16,000 people on Twitter Spaces then when I won it. It was just it didn't make sense to me at the time.
Like
Tory Lanez was there just speaking to man. Like it didn't make sense.
Like it's mad because you are him, right? We're not knocking you or nothing. You are him, but like in a second you became him. You know what I'm saying? In the space, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In a split second, you became him, bro.
Yeah, the universe is mad. Bro.
That's crazy.
And I was on my way to meet Lotto Ash to talk about NFTs with him. Actually, I was actually gonna like he wanted me to just teach him about NFTs, and I was on my way to him whilst I won it. And
now as a Bored Ape owner,
yeah, we shared the moment still. Me and Ash, it was, yeah. And from then I was just like, yep. Gotta start going church, man. I have to, man. Gotta give it to God, man, because it was only God, bro.
Nah, because you know me, I don't believe in luck like that, innit? I don't believe that anything's accident, innit? I feel like, and the only reason I can say that, because if I look at your situation, I'm the type of guy, I see that, I'm not retweeting it, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say? So even for you to just...
I gotta show man the video as well. Let me show man the video, bro. It doesn't even make sense of the way I won it, bro.
What you had your phone up, like recording?
Nah, he screen recorded it, you get me, to show people how he done it. So he done it like this. So
you probably send this to man, innit?
Yeah.
So he done it like this. So he's scrolling through all those, that's 26,000 people he's scrolling through, you know. Scrolling through whilst he's on Twitter Spaces. So you can see he's on Twitter Spaces. I'm listening, you get me?
Yeah.
He's just landed there. You get me?
That is mad. Oi, blood.
It doesn't make
that
any sense.
That is mad.
Man said, yep.
It was weird, bro. So he's gone through all of the different, like if you look at it, it's just, he scrolled through about.
Yeah. Send me this video, I'm gonna put it on the video.
I don't believe, I can see that. I don't believe that's luck though, you get me? I feel like
you was meant to have that.
That was meant to, you was there at the right time.
It was weird,
you retweeted at the right, you know what I'm trying to say? There's things that we can't see in it.
And there's
that's
just
what I believe in.
Like
thousands of comments just saying, "Yo, congratulations, bro." And I didn't even know what to do.
I know your phone went hot, bro. Just bare retweets,
and because I was in the group chat already about crypto and NFTs, bro. They all went crazy, bro. Like I couldn't. My head just like I lost. My head was just like
you couldn't believe it.
Like you know when you feel lightheaded for a minute,
because you knew change was about to happen, bro.
Yeah,
like
bro.
a dramatic change, not just a change of we're moving house or like you knew your life was going to the next step now.
Yeah, it was just, but at the same time, I didn't know enough about it as well. So now that I know a lot about it, I kind of understand. But if I knew what was going to happen for me back then, I'd probably react even crazier.
You get me? Because now, overwhelmed, innit? Yeah.
Because I'm like now they're flying us out to New York soon as well, like in June 19th. So I'm going out to,
and they pay for everything. And
well, they've given us abundance of cash already.
So wait. You say we flying out to New York. Who's we?
So I'm flying out with my Cryptoverse crew. So we're gonna record it in it. So we're gonna record and vlog everything. It's called Ape Fest. That's gonna happen in New York. So it's free entry for Bored Apes and a +1 actually. And then on there, it's like it's open bar for 4 days, free drink, free food. The artists there that they're gonna have like Snoop Dogg, Justin Bieber. It's just weird. Like they've got it on the pier in New York, and like they'll have the yacht there and stuff like that. It's just it'll be surreal still.
What you say, Philippe Remy to him, head to toe,
head to toe, bro.
Head to toe, fam. You have to.
I gotta plug myself, man. Because I'm gonna be in the room with with millionaires and billionaires, man.
You have to, bro. You have to.
You reckon the Donny that gave you the Bored Ape's gonna be there?
Yeah, I've already spoke to him, man.
And you're gonna meet him up.
I'm gonna try and interview him as soon as I can get there, bro.
Hey, blood. I'm gassed for you, fam.
Yeah,
that is mad.
I've been gassed for this geezer, blood.
Yeah,
I've been gassed for this geezer, but to see obviously the more intricate things and hear all this stuff, bro.
Gotta take the opportunity whilst it's
100
there, bro.
million
You get me? So
million percent.
Not sitting on it, man. Because someone like me, I shouldn't be going to New York for free and going to an event where there's, you know, millionaires and billionaires.
You should, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. If you didn't, I was going.
You should, bro. You should.
Bro, you are really him, bro.
Yeah. Nah, it doesn't make sense to me at the same time. But
that's better when you say that.
Yeah. I'm still comprehending it all. Still, man. It's still manifesting. But at the same time, I can't sit on it, man. I still gotta just graft at the same time, and just I can't really sit there and just be in the moment, man. I gotta just keep going, bro. Man's in last place at the moment, bro.
I love it,
bro. The mindset.
We're in last place, bro.
Nah, facts, because you could have got it and just.
Yeah, I could have thought it. He told me, he was like, I asked him, I was like, what should I do? Like, I need you like to just advise me on what to do with this, because I don't know. You get me? And he was so like, it was just genuine, bro. It was just like, don't sell it yet. Like, you'd be silly to sell it now. You get me? So I've seen it go up in value, hundreds of thousands. Like, I've seen it go down in value, hundreds of thousands as well. So, you know, so I've just kept it as just just as a digital contract that gives me the ability to maneuver in these spaces and not necessarily need to sell that, because it's given me
way more perks.
Yeah.
Opportunities and networks, bro.
Yeah, it's allowed me to, and them just gifting man the coin as well. So just being able to just relax a little bit, but not take my foot off the pedal, man.
Don't forget as well, you're in last place now, bro.
Yeah.
But it's also a mindset, bro. So if you stay there, bro, that means that leaves opportunity for you to keep going up, bro. Because when you feel like you've won the race, that's when you get comfortable.
You know, when you Mario and you last place, bro, and you just like holding down on the button, bro.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Holding down on the goal button, bro. Can't let off, bro. And luckily, when you're in last place, you get gifted a lot of things as well, man. So in Mario, you get better items and that to get faster. So I feel like this is one of them ones, bro.
Blue shell.
Man's just giving me the little the man up above's giving me the tools to get to where I need to get to, man. The end goal, man. So yeah.
Bro, wish you all the best for that, fam.
Oh, gas.
So so how have you kind of dealt with like the crypto crash and that?
Crypto cash has been okay for me because of actually getting what I got in it. So if I didn't have that, I think it would be a bit more. It would be a bit more hard. I'm not gonna lie, still, because when they gifted the coins, it was during the crash, anyways.
Okay, yeah.
So they was able to give me a decent. I don't want to say how much I got.
No.
Yeah, but they gave me a decent amount to actually just, you know, invest in other projects and invest in what I need to invest in, still live my life, and still have some left over as well. So I've been using it as an opportunity, really, because everything's as it is. It's like a second chance. You get me? Like, to buy things that you missed out on. So I'm just using it as a second chance to actually buy the things that I couldn't afford before, man, and just waiting for it to rise again, man. Because I saw this period before, bro. I'll be honest with you. In 2017, when it rose up and then crashed in 2018, I left it. You get me? And I stopped investing in everything, and I saw it down at the low levels, and I thought, might not rise again.
Your emotions took over,
and look what happened. You get me? So I thought, I'm not letting this happen again, man. I'm just gonna invest when it's down and use it to my opportunities, and everyone to do the same, bro. I'll be honest with you.
That's the thing about investing in it. It's like
mentality, man.
When it's blood on the streets, that's when you're
in, bro. You gotta buy up, bro. That's when you have to be there, and you don't want to be investing when it's green and everyone's making peas, bro. Because you're gonna end up, you know, holding a bag, bro. You get me?
It's you have to kind of reverse your mindset going into it. It's like when everyone's talking about it, it's like, yeah, okay, blah blah blah. But when no one's talking about it,
that's when you buy, bro. That's when you invest. You know already. I don't even say anything. You already know, man. But for people listening,
I got burnt from learning that. But lessons coming.
Lesson learned, bro.
Lessons learned. You learn some lessons very harsh ways, harsh ways, bro. You get
Same,
me?
bro.
So-
I've learned the hard way as well, man. Like I said, man, I only had like 2-3K to my name when I was like in 2017, bro, and that was just from savings from work, jumping out of uni into work straight away. You get me, and that was lost. So I had to start again from zero, bro. I'll be honest with you.
That boy got hit with that blessing straight in the nostrils.
A couple of years, man. It's
Straight.
It took a couple of years of just being down, bro, and just staying motivated, man. And
You stayed solid throughout the whole thing, bro.
100%.
And you reaped the rewards of it, bro.
100%. Because if you wasn't like in tune enough, you wouldn't even know about being in these discords and like.
bro, I'm telling you, and I was the only one from a group chat that actually jumped. So we got like 40 people, 50 people in our group chat, and like I was posting it in there. I was like, yo, like just jump in here, and no one jumped in there. You get me? So I was the only one that went through those steps to get to where I needed to get to. So I don't think anyone else would have done it the same way, really.
Bro, I'm. He's like that guy that would send me that link, and I'm that guy that wouldn't click on it until like 7 days later, 2 weeks later. And he'll probably have to send me again, like, you know what I'm trying to say?
I always stick on him. I'm like, bro, click the link.
You know what I'm trying to say? So I 100% see how everything that I rate everything that I don't just look at it as like, oh, you won something. I look like there's actually a process that you went through. You get me? A lot of people wouldn't do it, bro. A lot of people wouldn't do it.
There were small steps. People look at me and say, oh yeah, you was lucky. Like it won't even happen to me. Like it was like, like someone even said to me like on Twitter, like, oh yeah, like I hope you die. And like I've had like bare like hate messages and stuff like it's mad still. As soon as I won that, and like he posted that because he's got like 200,000 followers, something like that, and he retweeted me and posted me, like had like thousands of messages and things like that, and people were just like, like you don't deserve that and things like that. So it's
they don't know your story. They don't know your story, bro.
Yeah,
What you trying to say?
They're gonna find out now. You better retweet this video under that tweet.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
That's the game, knowing it. Like a lot of these people don't. It's more sad for them, innit, because they've got that mindset.
Yeah.
To like see someone and just feel like hate, like not even get inspired or think like yo, congratulations or whatever. Like you don't know you, but you hate it. Like I don't get it.
That would motivate a man to be like, yo, I like this crypto thing. I like Bored Apes. Like any competition that I see now, I'm gonna enter it because I seen what Rye did.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say. But man ain't thinking like that. They're thinking, yo,
facts.
F my man.
it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
to me,
bro.
That's the mindset, innit?
Because bro, like everything that you have done, like we're saying, bro, it brought you to this.
Yeah, everything.
Like you could have entered that you could have never seen that competition. You could have seen that competition earlier on in the weeks or whatever.
Bro,
entered it, you would have been way down further down the list.
Do you know how many scenarios I played in my head of things that I could have done and I would have missed out on, bro?
But regardless, bro, the scenario that won, bro, was the one that you won.
That scenario was a madness, man. Because I could have retweeted it probably a second later and been down one.
This is
you get me, down one.
And then you would have seen your name, and then Danny would have.
Because I showed you the way I won it. The guy's scrolling. It's not even a generator thing. He's scrolling down, like it's scrolling down, stops. You get me? So if he scrolled one more time, would have missed, man. So.
Man, shout out, you know what? Is shout out them, man, for actually giving someone the opportunity as well to give away a board,
bro. It motivated me so much to even just like create something to actually be on those levels. So that's why I created Cryptoverse as well, to actually just like be in that position to actually just give away to people and stuff like that. Like we want to start empowering people, man, and start like motivating people to get involved with like Web3 and like the digital age and stuff like that and new technology, bro. Man's just trying to encourage people to just, you know, you don't have to invest, but just get your knowledge up. Yeah, get your knowledge up first before you invest, because that's key. But just take a look at it at first before you even bash. Like you said, bro, there's people bashing it already. You get me? Mm-hmm. People bashing NFTs, people bashing crypto without even knowing or even investing in it. You get me? So that's what man wants to be here for, just to empower people, really.
Because I always look at it like, yo, there's people that travel all the way across the world to go look at this painting of Mona Lisa. Like, I don't even know what that painting is even about,
bro. Who even owns it? Who even owns it? You know what I mean? You don't even know.
All right then.
Like, and it's worth so much.
Who owns it? You can't even see who owns it.
Can we put the proof that you own the board on there as well?
Yeah, you can put my
just send a screenshot in it.
Yeah.
So this is just to say that this Ryan is definitely it's not capping. Yeah. This ain't just he's got the picture and he's talking. Like man can go onto the blockchain and see his government on there with the ape that he owns. Like it's no cap, bro.
Yeah. The cool thing is you can see on OpenSea it's the NFT marketplace. You can see that JF transferred it to Remy RYY, and he's got a tick as well. Like he's got a
verification, and he sent it to your wallet, innit?
Yeah, his thing comes different still.
Bro.
Yeah,
so giving man them opportunity. I highly respect that because he didn't have to do that.
Yeah, he doesn't, bro.
What's his name? JF.
Yeah, JF.
Shout out
bro.
JF, man, because you changed my boy's life, bro.
Facts, bro. Yeah, him and Mark Cuban, they created NFT in it. So him and Mark Cuban, they gifted man this board, man. So I just gotta give thanks to them, man, and just thanks to God as well above all, man.
For giving them that inspiration to want to give it away as well. So, cause that's the thing, bro. Sometimes people can get disconnected and realize, like, forget, like they probably, some people got bored 8, but don't even realize that if this was to be in someone else's hands, how it would change the whole.
Bro,
you know what I'm trying to
because
say?
it's worth like 300, 400 grand, and these men are already up millions. You get me? So that 400 grand is
nothing to them.
It's like a car. It's like a whip. You get me? So they treat it like it's a whip, bro. So it's one of them things where if it was someone from the ends that got, you know, a bored ape that's worth 300, 400 bags, then that's, you know, that's changes everything, bro. It changes the community, the people that they're around as well. You get me? So
because man could look at you now and be like, it's possible to like, you know what I'm trying to say, do something.
Yeah. And then because I got it, I'm not just gonna sit on it and just be like, okay, I'll sell it, I'll take all the money or whatever, bro. I'm just gonna use it and just try and bring man up with me as well, bro. Trying to empower everyone that's around me and everyone that's in my community, bro. Just bring man up with me. Like, if I level up, everyone else has to level up as well, bro.
Fact. That's what it's about.
Can't be by myself. Can't be by myself, bro. Can't do it by myself anyways, man.
Respect it highly, my guy.
Facts.
Respect it highly. Quick one as well. You mentioned Web3. Can you explain to the peoples what Web3 is, please?
I get excited.
To be honest, me as well, because Web3 is very it's confusing to me. So yeah, go ahead.
So Web3, if you look at the changes in the terms of the webs from the beginning of like the 90s, we had like Web 1, which was, you know, the creation of internet, like dial-up AOL internet. Like, did anyone have AOL? Like, that was literally Web 1, you get me? So that was where you had to dial up, you had to get into like the internet. You had like numerous search engines like Google and Yahoo.
Ask Jeeves.
Remember Ask Jeeves, bro?
I remember Ask Jeeves,
bro. Is that still about?
Maybe. No, I think it's just ask.com now, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know.
I haven't seen Ask Jeeves, bro, for a minute, bro.
Ask Jeeves, the Scott show.
That with the picture of the geezer with the glasses.
Yeah. And he looked like a butler or something. Yeah.
So that was Web 1 in it. So that started in like the 90s and that, and then we evolved into like the 2000s era, 2010, where we had like
broadband,
Web 2 and stuff like broadband, and then I'd say the emergence of like social media. So you'd say Instagram, Snapchat, the era that we're in now. So that's Web 2. We're Web 2 right now. Web 3 is literally, it's even more immersive. It takes in the virtual reality aspect of it as well, and augmented reality and metaverse and stuff like that. It brings everything to the user in a different format or different fashion. So you could be in the metaverse and then, you know, you can just say, I want to find something, and it just pops up. You get me? Like, it just pops up quick. Like, it's different levels of integration, essentially. Yes. So then it became, and then even just like Instagram as well. So you can have Instagram there as well, like in your metaverse or whatever. Like when you're in the VR goggles, you can still have Instagram there. Then you can, you know, jump back into whatever you're in. Like Web3 just gives you more accessibility to different things, and I like Web3 in this form as well because it gives you more ownership as well over things. So if you look at like the digital era now, man was playing like, say, FIFA Ultimate Team back in the day. Like, you know, this money went straight to EA's pockets. You get me? Like, man's buying cards, football players on FIFA, and it's going straight to EA's pockets, like through Ultimate Team cards. But now we've got, you know, NFT technology and Web3. Like, they'll eventually be like a game where, you know, you're actually buying the NFT itself, like as the player, and then you can take it, you own that player, you get me? You can do whatever to that player, you can customize it, whatever, add whatever you need to get to it, and then sell it again for your own money and actually have that money. So you're taking back that ownership as well. Same thing with the land as well. So, you know, we play GTA 5 and stuff like that. Imagine owning like a land in the GTA 5, like actually owning it. Like, you don't own it. It's Rockstar Games that own the game, you get me? So Web3 is like, you know, you owning that actual asset itself as well. So, you know, virtual land, that's a form of Web3 as well. So we're getting ownership of, you know, these games now, and when people are on there and you know companies want to advertise to millions, you know they got to pay you. They got to pay you 30 grand to stay here and you know advertise their billboard or whatever. You get me? Like that's what Web3 brings in now.
That's I'm gonna have to watch this back again. Pick up stuff that I probably missed out on that, but
I got that loud and clear, bro. That's
mad stuff.
that. Like man knew about it, but the way you explain it, bro.
Yeah, that's the only way I was able to understand
That was
it.
perfect, gang. That was perfect.
Yeah, through the gaming aspect, I was able to understand Web 2, Web 3 easier through gaming and stuff like that, and I think that helps a lot as well. Thankfully, you know, because I was a gamer as well. Still am a gamer, but
facts.
That's actually helped a lot. Still, I'm not gonna
Facts.
Gaming's helped a lot. Still,
Or like, just imagine like Yu-Gi-Oh, NFT, Pokemon.
Bro, you own that.
Like actually being able to, because obviously a lot of men been dragging their Pokemon over from Game Boy days because you can transfer. Like now you just be able to keep it all on one.
Facts.
It's one system, the internet, of course, Web3. You'll be able to load up your name or the username of somebody else and see exactly what Pokemon they own, how long they've owned them for,
Bro.
if they've transformed them, whatever, if they're gonna sell them, swap them, exchange, if they've died, if they've evolved, like, bro.
They're already creating a Pokemon metaverse as well, so
Swear down.
yeah, so
It only makes sense. It only makes sense, bro. Imagine playing Pokemon. And then you capture these Pokemon, you fall in love with them and all of that, and then you just play the next game, and then you've left that previous Pokemon in the previous game, whatever.
it's not even the same level. It's not even the same level anymore, bro.
Like now you can actually grow with your Pokemon. You can show this Pokemon to your child. Like it's like.
And then you can go in the marketplace and then go and sell it if you want to, and then make money from that because you've leveled it up to level 457, bro.
You've leveled it up fully, and then as your child grows, learns how to use a phone, the internet, whatever, you can gift them, and it can stay in the family, bro. Yeah. You can stay in the family like an ornament, bro.
So this metaverse land, it's not mine, bro. It's my sons. It's my next generations, bro. You get me? Like it's not for me. Because I'm thinking about where the digital era is gonna go in their time, bro.
Bro, them man are so advanced. That
What kids?
Yeah,
bro,
like
different levels. So imagine where they're gonna take this to, bro.
And this is why I'm not selling my coins like that, bro.
In the next 100, because this is like the first technological advancement in the past, I think 60, 70 years. The crypto payments. So I think Visa is still taking the fundamentals of, you know, card payments back in, you know, the 50s and the 60s. You get me? And cash has been about since the past, I think cash was introduced like in the past 700, 800 years. So crypto's like the first time it's changed since, you know, the past 800 years.
The literal non-physical, innit?
Yeah, just digital.
So imagine, like, I always look at things like when it's been so long, there's just gonna be a mad wave. Like, there's so much wave that's about to come.
So much fresh ideas are bubbling up in people's heads, bro.
Just,
and ideas that already exist that are being developed, bro. Like it's like it's stupid, the potential, bro.
Because when you look at it, if you look at like life itself, you look at digital as being the end as well. Like this is where it gets to. You know what I mean? Like what's gonna come after digital currencies? Is it actually gonna be like? Well, I can't imagine what the next currency could be. It has to be digital.
Has to be
digital.
It's slightly already. Everyone pays with their phone now.
Yeah,
like everyone's just tapping. Like that's like
that's still advanced.
Yeah, like
but then it still requires cash.
Yeah, it still requires.
But then crypto is just literally
wipe out everything.
It's not backed against no physical asset. It's
decentralized.
Yeah, it's all digital. It's not backed against you know, gold, or it's not backed against paper or anything like that. Like it's. Or coin, it's not backed against metal or anything like that. It's just digital. So this is like the kind of the end of it all, really.
The beginning,
the end and the beginning. Yeah,
it's mad. It's mad. It's
the end
mad.
and the beginning of something new stuff.
I keep on saying it, but I don't know how people don't see this.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's because people don't see a lot of things in life either, because you can't see the next 10 years. You know what I mean? It's hard to actually sit down and say, where's the next 10 years going to be? But when you look at it and think of it from where things have been before and you compare it to where it is now, you're able to see a little bit of what the future might be. And what they're showing, even what I said with like Ready Player One, they were showing like little things of how the future's going to be with like metaverse and things like that. So it's all going to become digital anyways, you get me? Like people are going to be earning money at home. they're going to be learning at home from like there'll be school at home anyways. You know, you'll be able to go to the cinema at your home. Like you won't need to leave your house for a lot of things.
You won't.
Not a lot of things, because they've even incorporated like I think a Walmart metaverse where you put on the VR and you go in Walmart at home.
You virtually shop, and then whatever items are in the bag will get sent to your home.
House.
By a drone.
Yeah.
It's mad, bro. You know what it is? Oh, bled.
It is mad.
I feel like there's so much opportunity for that, like that new technological revolution, because when all of these physical things start to close, it's just gonna open up a wave of like opportunity. It's like when the internet first started and everyone was opening up websites. This is
like the next form of that, basically. So we're going through another restructure, man. But yeah, this one's gonna be powerful still. I can feel where it's going, and like where I hope it's going as well. Because obviously I don't want it to be a thing where, you know, it's really sad where people are just there at home, just, you know, in virtual reality all day, bro, not doing anything, bro. Like there's bad parts to it as well. You get me? So that's similar to why I create Cryptoverse as well, because we want to be there to actually like help people in this journey as well. Because man get addicted to things like that, bro. Because I remember back in the day, like Modern Warfare 2, like I'd probably finish school and then I'll be playing Modern Warfare 2 to like 12 o'clock, go to school, come home, play again, bro. And in the holidays, bro, man will wake up at 9 a.m, start playing Modern Warfare 2 all the way till 12 p.m. at night and do the same thing again the next day, bro. So imagine what these kids are going to be doing when they're earning money, bro.
Oh, facts.
Bro, they're just going to sit in there, bro, and just earn money.
Like, we don't advise that at all, but that was the biggest mood ever back then.
Facts.
Back then, that was the biggest mood ever. But we don't advise that at all.
That is mad when you think about it, bro.
Kids are just going to be in it, bro, and it's going to be sad, but, you know, I'm hoping that I'm there to actually like help people realize that there needs to be a balance as well, and like you gotta understand that the real life is, and I'll make sure that I'm able to do that as well, and just advise people.
Ryan will be the one to tell people to go outside,
bro.
We need that sometimes.
I want to create something that just has like a little indicator, like you've been on for too long, bro.
Yeah.
You know what it is? There's gonna be good companies and there's gonna be bad companies. There's gonna be bad companies that want to profit off people staying in their yard, and there's gonna be good companies that are gonna be like, you know what? We can profit, but we still can stir people in the right direction.
Yeah, because if I mention it, I'm creating my own NFTs as well, and me and I won't say who it is. I'll tell you, man, off camera still.
Say less.
We're creating our own NFTs, and it's a part of the Cryptoverse thing as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna incorporate NFTs with our YouTube channel as well. And start having like different utilities and stuff like that. So whenever someone buys like the NFTs, they're able to get different utilities, because I've seen what utilities can do through the best project in the NFT space already. So I know what I can create and what I can bring for the UK, because nothing's here yet. So I want to start incorporating that with like sports and stuff like that. Like whoever owns an NFT, they're able to, you know, we'll put up like sports events and things like that, sports tournaments, football tournaments. We'll pay from the revenue from the NFTs, you get me, and put it back in, because Web3 is about, you know, everyone having ownership and putting back in to the community, you get me. And that's what I learned as well from having a Bored Ape. It goes straight back in. Whatever billions they made, they're putting it straight back in. So that's what I kind of want to do, and have like day events and things like that with someone who owns the NFT. They can come to the day events, they'll get exclusive like music listens to someone. I'm not going to say on here, but I'll tell you after. They can have like exclusive like music that comes to them and stuff like that. Like there's different things you can incorporate. And then even in my like my metaverse land, in the other side metaverse, the Bored Ape thing, I can create mini games on there as well and stuff like that, and like import the NFTs on there. So we'll have our own metaverse as well on my land. So there's different things that man can do still. So yeah, I'm just looking at that right now, man, and just trying to make sure that people have a balance as well, bro.
Yeah. It's a lot, my boy.
Yeah, just have a balance, bro, and then incorporate Philippe Remy into it. There's multiple things that I'm,
active.
Yeah. Well, mine's all over the place, bro, I'll be honest with you.
I know I could. My man's thinking as well, bro. My man's thinking as well.
I'm in the matrix at the moment, bro, I'll be honest.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, so yeah, is there anything else? should touch on? What do you feel like with?
That was actually, you know what I was gonna say as well. Like, you know, the talent that we was talking about like seeing things in the future and that. You know what's mad? You know, you used to say like before how you like stayed on YouTube watching crazy videos or gaming videos and all that stuff. I remember I used to tell him, I don't know if I mentioned it on the episodes or anything before or off camera, but I remember just watching AR videos all the time. I was addicted. I was addicted to watching things like remember like little things like multi-touch. Remember like when multi-touch wasn't a thing, bro. So like if you had a touchscreen phone, like touchscreen phones to me were like crazy. Like if you drew like a line on a pencil and then you like tap the screen up with the screen, it would do that. But then to see like when a guy like did like a take them on like a multi-touch surface and a man did the squiggly line like that with both fingers and he put 4 fingers on there and he's doing 4 lines. I thought, nah. So it's like I've always been open-minded like tech, like with tech and technology and seeing the future of AR. Like I remember downloading apps to I remember I got like a QR code printed on my printer and then I had a webcam and I downloaded an app and then like a monster would appear on the paper and you could turn the paper and the monster would move and I used to be addicted.
Like a hologram.
Yeah, like on the webcam. So like when I used to do it on the webcam, I used to do all of that. I used to do.
How long ago was that?
Bro, I was a jit, bro.
How long?
Like I must have been like 8.
That's mad, and that was the technology back then.
Bro,
imagine what they got now, bro.
This is what I'm trying to say. Like, and then that used to go. There was a game on PlayStation called Eye of the Saturn. And it was like a Yu-Gi-Oh kind of game, and the cards used to appear.
Yeah.
iPet. I don't know if you remember iPet on the PlayStation. There was like a little virtual pet with a QR code. So you could shower it.
Was that on the PlayStation little camera thing?
Yeah, that was on. It was on the PlayStation.
What was it called?
The Move camera.
Okay, yeah.
On the PS3.
Yeah,
and I brought my mum used to be like, "What you want that stupidness?"
He's always like, I could vouch. You know what it is? He's always been into tech. Like he would always have the little gadgets and like different type of phones and shit. Like, and you always know everything about what he's using. So
you know what I'm in tune already about.
Yeah. So when my mum said, "What you want this stupidness for?" Bro, I had a pet where I'd look at the telly, I would see me on the telly, but then this pet's running around, and then I'd be on the telly doing this, right? But then me doing this is stroking it, and it's rolling around and doing all of this kind of stuff.
That's fascinating. Back then you was like, yo, I'm mind blown.
I was mind blown, but then like fast forward 15 years, bro, it's like that's the forefront, bro.
Yeah.
That's why it's good that we're recording this and documenting this car. Fast forward 15 years
when we
from
come
now,
back to this and we'll be like, yo, what we said actually happened, bro. It's not even what we thought was gonna happen. It's even crazier, bro.
And it's like me having an Oculus Quest. I got an Oculus Quest 2. It's one of the latest slimlined versions of any kind of VR headset. It's completely wireless. It's like I said, it's slimline. Man, my youths are gonna look back
and say that's
in
clunky.
20 years and be like,
no, that's what's that? That's clunky. That's
because man, it's gonna be glasses. It's gonna be embedded into our head or whatever.
It won't even be that, bro. It'll be contact lenses, bro. Eventually, bro, where they got the contact lenses, man will be in VR and AR at the same time, bro. and it's something that Elon Musk actually talked about. Still, it's something
the Neuralink thing.
Nah, that's definitely something that he's gonna bring in as well. That Neuralink that would be madness, but he says eventually we'll be like synonymous with AI, and that's how we are essentially, because you know we're still drawn to a phone. You know, get me? Like it has to be in our hands at all time to like navigate and things like that. So in the future, you know, eventually we're gonna want it in our head, like we're gonna want it like there, and they'll create things to actually put it there, and that's how technology will move. I'm hoping I don't see it still. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hoping I don't see it, but the way technology is moving, it's happening very quick, bro. I'll be honest with you.
10 years.
Yeah, because he's even like you just said, Neuralink, bro. That's a chip that's already in your brain, bro. You know, what I mean?
He's already started testing it on animals. Yeah. I think it was successful. I think he said he's gonna start humans next year or something.
Yeah, so this is gonna be integrated to, and imagine how addictive that's gonna be, man. So we're already addicted to our phones now. You get me? Like we're already addicted to just pull it out and just be like attached to it. Like we've got that attachment with technology now. So as time goes on, it's just gonna get even like my son now. He's so sick at like playing games and things like that at 4 years old. Like I'm like, bro, he's playing Minecraft and like Mario Kart at 4 years old, bro. You get me? Like on the Switch, bro. Like it's just
so he's whooping you.
Bro, it's mad. Like almost. I'll be honest, he's there, bro, and he's very skilled at it. And I'm like, how? Like, imagine where he's gonna be in the next like 10, 15 years, bro.
Because when man was younger, it's like you don't want to give a younger kid the pad because like, there's no point in me playing with you. But nowadays,
bro,
You can give them a like, yo, let's play together. You know what I'm saying?
My son
It's
is sick at
crazy,
Mario Kart
man.
and he's 4 years old, bro. You get me? He already knows how to
drift and
load up the Snapchat and take photos of himself and everything with the filter and everything, bro. And so imagine what it's going to be like in the next 20, 30 years, bro, where these kids will get to. They're just going to be one with technology from when they grow up. Like, as soon as they're born and become 1 or 2, like, they'll be one with technology. Like, it's just going to happen. It's just how it is, man.
Facts. Man just got to profit from it.
Yeah, facts, and that's why we're here, bro, just to profit from it, bro. But at the same time, I want to be there and actually, like, help people.
Nah, 100%.
And that's the thing as well. We have to be the generation where if our kids are into gaming or anything, we have to push them to be gamers.
Yeah, have to, man. You have to.
Instead of, you ain't gonna get no money after doing that.
Yeah, nah, you will. Definitely will, because we've seen what happened, bro. Like, even, like, KSI and them, man, like, they blew off that. And I started YouTube when KSI had, like, 5,000, 10,000 subscribers, bro. Now them, man, Simon pushing, what, 14 million, 15 million.
Yeah, bro.
A quick one. One of the little homies, I never knew this until the other day. My man's been playing Fortnite. He's not a lot younger than me. I think he's 18. Was playing Fortnite. Obviously, I kind of met him through work and that, so we've kind of been speaking recently. But my man said he don't play Fortnite as much because he's focusing on college. My man said in lockdown, bro, he made stupid money playing Fortnite, bro.
So
he made stupid dummy money. I ain't gonna disclose the amount on that.
Made, yeah.
But that boy, what he was telling me, he said, bro, I was making little somethings here on some off days or whatever. So I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
To like make however much in the one day. And he was like, you know, when lockdown kicked in and he had nothing else to do, bro, he's leaving with X amounts in one day and that, bro. He was just like I made this much in lockdown, bro. Mine was like, what, 16 at the time, 16, 15, bro, touching numbers like how, bro, from playing Fortnite, bro.
It's mad, and that's where, you know, crypto will come into it as well. So, you know, when we talked about play to earn games and that, like, these kids are just going to play like crypto games and stuff like that and just earn money from crypto straight away. Like, it's going to be accessible for them to just make a wage just from playing games.
And then like you said, you want to be the person to help them, because the first thing I asked him is, have you still got some of this money now? I said, are you saving it? He said, yeah. I told my mom, she took half and she put it in my you know, that account you can't touch for however many years.
That still.
Yeah. First thing I asked him, I said, make sure you save that, bro.
Yeah.
And he was like, trust me, I gave half to my mom or whatever. So it's not, I'm nice.
But yeah, bro.
We could go on for hours.
Nah, we could, bro. We could, bro. But nah, man, we're gonna like start, you know, wrapping it up. We're gonna start talking. We're gonna do our quick quotes of the week.
Yeah.
So obviously, me and Tycoon got quotes of the week, and then obviously you just give us your input on what you think about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we both got the same.
Our quote of the week's the same this week, edit.
So we can just talk.
Yeah.
But, the quote of the week this week is I don't trust words, I trust actions. So yeah, we're just gonna speak on that and just like share our thoughts on it and like, yeah.
I'll go first.
Yeah, you could go first.
So like, I don't trust words, I trust actions. To me, like, I can just make that simple, as in like, you can say as much as you like, say you do this, say you do that, but if I don't see you do it, then it's meaningless.
Facts.
If you say to me in basic terms, like, just, I'm the best painter, I'll paint your wall the best. I'll come this day, I'll give you the best product, whatever, you won't have to worry, whatever. But then you don't come this day, or it completely erases
Facts.
what you say, and it makes me look at you differently as a person. It's funny because something like that happened to me the other day. I won't talk about what exactly it was or anything.
Did we speak on it?
You know, remember the other day what happened when man was supposed to go out, and, you know, words were said and actions never happened, and now it just makes me look at man like, you know, yeah, idiot.
Bro, I'm trying to think what you're talking about.
Don't think too hard. Don't hurt your brain on camera. I'll talk to you off camera.
Yeah.
But basically, so you talk on it.
Yeah, I'd say, obviously, I'm like a psychology type guy, you get me? I like to study, not even study, but I feel like not to sound like in any certain way, but I feel like I naturally got a gift of like reading people's body language and stuff like that, and like just deciphering why people say what they say and think how they think and blah, blah, blah. So that's something this is something I live by in it. Like sometimes you can forget, like, don't listen to people's words because people can twang you with their words in it. Like people can say certain things and have you thinking, yeah, this person's really for me and blah blah blah. This person supports me, blah blah blah. But sometimes you have to take that step back and like really like sit there and think like, wait, they're saying all of these things, but are they doing all of these things that they're saying? And that's when you kind of get to understand, like, you don't trust words, but you know, trust actions. Like, don't just listen to what people say. Like,
Facts.
Let people, like, a lot of people say things but don't follow up with what they're saying, or they say things and not consistent with what they're saying. You get me? Because it's just to make you feel good and, you know, just for the moment and that. But over time, the actions will speak in it. Yeah. Words don't speak long term. Actions speak long term. So that's how I look at it. You get me? I don't really listen to words. I trust actions.
I like that stuff. Perfect.
Talk at it, right?
For me, I guess this is something that I see in like the business world quite a lot, actually. Like, you know, actions actually speak louder than words. You get me? Like, that's one of the key things that man take by and abide by. Actions speak louder than words. And you can say you're going to do something on one day and not actually do it. You get me? And, you know, that could set you back a couple of days as well at the same time. So you have to stick by your word at all times, bro. If you can't stick by your word, then obviously you got to mention, like, say like me actually arriving here on the podcast, you get me? Like, I could have been like, oh yeah, like, I'm coming on this day, and then said to man, yeah, I can't do this, but I can come another day. Some people go through certain things in life, and, you know, you have to understand that they might come at another day or something like that. But obviously you might look at them a bit differently. It depends on when they've given you that notice. You get me? If they said it on the day, you get me, that, like, what can you do, bro? You get me? You've already planned your whole week for that. You get me? So you might look at them a bit different. But if they've notified you like say 5 or 6 days before that day, then, you know, you can probably say, okay, cool. Like, I understand where you're coming from. Like, you're probably busy on that day, but you're gonna come another day. I'll see about it. Like, I'll monitor it a bit differently now. So yeah, it's one of them things that you see in the business world a lot. But yeah, just actions always speaking louder than words. You have to do what you say you're gonna do, and that's what I live by. I live by as well, bro. I always live by it, man. I have to, man, because, you know, I'm gonna say I'm gonna do something. I've got people relying on me as well at the same time. So if they don't see me doing these things, and, you know, they expecting me to do it, then, you know, I have to do it at the same time, bro. They're just gonna look at me a bit different, bro.
100%.
So.
And once again, bro, that's why we appreciate you coming, man. Because, yo, I love the fact I messaged you. He's like, yeah, I'm on it. And I was just like, yep. Of course, bro. I messaged him like, he's on it. Yeah. Appreciate it, bro.
And I chased you up as well, bro.
Yeah, like, 100. Like, is it still happening? I was like, yeah. Because obviously, I don't know if it's because man, I just used to being flocked out, or if you don't hear nothing for a little time.
Bro, I'll be honest with you.
If you don't hear nothing for a certain amount of time, you're thinking, he's going quiet and that. Yeah. But it's just, man was just quiet because you were locked in. There was nothing else to say. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I always confirm.
Like, but that's what, and that's a good thing as well.
Yeah, you got to confirm. In the business world, you have to confirm all the time, man, because, you know, you're relying on someone that actually, you know, say they're going to get this work done by this day, and you're waiting on them, bro. That's long, bro.
No, it's just the way, obviously, like you said in it, because we might run into like dumb type of scenarios down the line, but it's the way you go about it.
Like,
your action to say, oh, okay, boom, sorry, I didn't give you later better notice and blah blah blah. That's a good action because you've shown like you actually care in it. So if you just do it in a different way, I'm 100% gonna look at you like, yo, nah, you don't really want the money. You know what I'm trying to say? But if you go about it like, okay, boom, sorry guys, or blah blah blah, then that's calm in it.
Because imagine someone saying that they're gonna come, and then, you know, you're already here, bro, and imagine that the message you 5 minutes after and say, yo, can't make it, bro.
5 minutes after, weeks after, bro.
Imagine that, bro.
And reputation is everything,
key, bro.
So even someone doing that now, any other scenario or situation that we can be in, someone might ask us about that person, like, nah,
not gonna bring them on.
Yeah, don't mess with that person.
Facts. How it goes, man.
Right now, you're ticking all them boxes. You good in my hood.
Gotta have that little ding. You got you.
Ding, 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 ding. That was for Ryan right there.
But yeah, bro, we appreciate that, man. We appreciate that.
Always, bro. Last segment.
Tune of the week.
Tune of the week.
Tune of the week.
Tune of the week.
I'm gonna let you man start. Let me go for my time.
All right, say less. So I'm gonna speak on this real quick because I know my tune of the week. I knew what my tune of the week was gonna be. Me, like an idiot, keep sharing my music knowledge and taste with my friends, and now I've got a real feeling that my tune of the week is going to be Hunter's tune of the week. So I'm going to let Hunter say his tune of the week, and hopefully
Is it actually?
I knew, bro. This was like, yeah, this tune's cold still.
Okay, where does it have to? Does it have to be recent music, or does it have to be anything that you're listening to that's in the rotation?
What's the rotation this week?
Okay, cool.
So yeah, as I said, I gave this geezer a song. He was like, yeah, this song's cool. Then the day after, he was like, this song's amazing. So Hunter, say what our tune of the week is this week, please.
NBA Blackball.
NBA, bro, say the full name of the song, bro.
NBA Youngboy Blackball.
Or Youngboy Never Broke Again Blackball. The song's called Blackball. That's my favorite song of the week.
You know what it is? But it kind of jointly became man's favorite song. Man's been with each other this week.
Yeah.
And man's just been running that rhythm, man.
This is what I was saying. I was gonna say that was my song of the week anyway. Yeah. Like even probably like the week before, like when I discovered it, I kept playing it. I kept putting it on my Insta and that. And then man was together.
Oh yeah.
Man was together. Man was together a lot, and you get me. I was like, yo, run this tune, play this tune, and then it kind of, you get me. Man was humming, singing along, and then man took it back to their yard, sung it, and then before you know, the day after, man's like, yo, that's my Hunter impression. Yo, I need that. He's playing it, banging it out, knew the words to the song. We had a good little single. Yo, man's gonna have to put the video of us playing it in the car on the way to when we was going out. So yeah, we was singing along, bro. But yeah, that tune's just,
was it the vibe,
bro? That tune's just pain vocals, the beats, man.
What's the main lyric?
On top of the mountain, looking at all these haters. What's it?
I was up in the mountain looking at all these haters. How does it go again? Must be singing this all week.
No. It's the pressure. Looking down on all these haters. Looking down on all these people hating on me.
It's basically being at the top of your mountain, looking down, and people hating on you. And they're basically expecting you to disappear and go away, but you're still here and you're getting paid and still doing your thing.
I respect that.
So it's the message behind the song, the melody and everything. So it's just like, yeah.
Why be better? You got your tune of the week, my guy.
You know what it is? I listen to so much tunes. I don't even.
That's how I feel, but that's the one that was just the one. You know what you have to do? You got Spotify.
I got one for the vibe, and then I got one for like the motivation. You get me?
Which one's more important to you? You can only have one. We're doing that to you right now.
Okay, I'm gonna give the one that I feel done. So it's a Nipsey one, Nipsey Hussle. It's from Mailbox Money 2015. That's How I Knew. So I don't know if you've heard that tune.
I'm waiting to get back in. I'm waiting to get into my Nipsey bag. Like I'm gonna do a full run of all his discography and that.
That's How I Knew. Like touches man differently, bro. Like it's like being it's like Nipsey explaining like his situation, like him being down, but still knowing that man's gonna get out of this situation no matter what and still be like on top. You get me? Like so. He just raps, that's how I knew, you get me? And he talks about little things about what he knew and things that like he'd done in his time to get to where he got to. And just things that's going to happen in the future and that. And then at the end of the song, there's like a eulogy from someone, but I don't know who it is actually still, but it's someone talking about like technology advancements in like Silicon Valley and stuff like that. You get me? Like, so Nipsey's talking on our time being like the new gold rush. You get me? Like with crypto and like technology being where it is now. He's talking about us having these new opportunities where we're gonna take down like major corporations and stuff like that. Even if we're like at this level, it don't matter. We're still gonna get up there and impact something or shake something. So yeah, Nipsey, that's how I knew, man. You got.
I'm definitely gonna listen to that.
Yeah, I don't know where Nipsey got that one from still, but yeah, he pulled that one out the bag, man. That one I felt that one still.
So wait, how old is this tune? Sorry,
it's 2015. So
eight. That's what, like 8 years? No, 5, 7.
Years, yeah,
probably 7 coming up to 8 maybe or something like that. Yeah,
7 years, man. That's how I knew, bro. That one gets played in the rotation still. Whenever you feel like a bit, and I like West Coast music. You get me? So
yeah.
It's the beats just like West Coast. That you're just feeling it, and then he's talking about like motivational words. Like you don't hear that from someone like a West Coast. You're just expecting like gangster rap straight away. You get me? Like Nipsey was different, man.
Because Nipsey was crypt up in it.
Like, yeah, bro. He was, bro.
He wasn't just a regular. Like
he was about it still, but he still gave you the game. Like, he's still giving you the things to stay on, like, on track and things like that. And yeah, man, Nipsey's death. Hitman differently still. I'm not gonna lie, I cried, bro. I'll be honest with you. That's the only time, bro. I did, because I remember when it happened. Like, I was sleeping and I woke up. I don't know why I woke up, and I saw something on Twitter and it said 30 minutes ago, like, Nipsey was shot. You get me? So I didn't even know if he's still alive or not. So I was I couldn't sleep from then. So I was awake, bro. And then like 10, 20 minutes later, bro, man, found out he died, bro. And I was like, yo, because I feel like Nipsey changed like my mindset quite a lot still. He changed my mindset, and finding out that he died, I was like, bro, like, and I think he's the first picture on my Instagram still. I think he's still
first picture on your Instagram.
Yeah, the first picture on my Instagram.
What, like, you just uploaded a picture in it?
Nah, yeah, it's the first one on my Instagram. I just keep it there. You get me? It just reminds, man, like, just
that and lets people know you was really a fan.
Bro. The same day he died, bro. It's like, bro, that's mad.
But that's the thing. He's had that impact on you where he's spoken to you through his words and that, innit? And through your hard times, you probably listen to his song and
got man out of tough situations, bro. I'll be honest with you, bro.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Power of music, blood.
Music, bro. It's all affirmations that they're speaking to you in a sense.
Facts, bro. And then you just apply it to your life and things like that. And like, obviously, Nipsey, I was just listening, going through uni, going through college, going through everything. You get me? And then when they died, they're like, bro,
it's like losing a close friend, bro. You're hearing this person's,
bro.
It's like hearing a person's words every day. It's like, obviously, it's not as physical. It's not physical at all. But like me giving game to Hunter one day, and then one day I'm just not there no more.
Yeah.
And then it's like you listening back to my voice notes. That's like the same thing.
It's like that, bro. And I couldn't listen to Nipsey after he passed though for a while still. It's only recently that I've listened to him again. So I'm going through the old music again still.
It's a city man different now.
Yeah. I stopped listening to him for about probably a year or two, man.
That's deep, bro.
Yeah, I had to, man. I literally had to. 2021, only this year, I just picked Nipsey back up, man. Been listening to Larry June and stuff like that.
Okay.
Anyone that Cardo produces, Cardo's just different.
I F with Cardo so heavy, bro. Cardo got wings.
In hip hop right now, I'll be honest with you, bro. He's just doing different stuff, bro.
I F with that. I F with that decision. I can't be mad at that.
Because he had a mad 2021 as well, bro.
I can't be mad at that.
Yeah, Cardo had a mad 2021, bro. So anything that Cardo produces, I'm listening to, bro. Just gives. I can hear a Cardo beat from a mile away, and it's like, I know that's Cardo.
Facts.
It's them cowbells, and I'm like, yeah.
Ding ding.
Yeah, literally, that's all it is, bro. You hear that, and that's it. You know it's Cardo.
You must, at the beginning of the song, so it goes, Cardo got wings.
Oh yeah.
That's Cardo.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? Some people won't pick up if it hasn't got that.
Yeah.
But I can pick it up without it because I can tell the cowbells and his. Yeah,
and the 808 patterns and that,
everything, bro. Yeah. I listen to music hard, bro. Trust me.
Hunter's like, you might get you back.
But yeah, bro. Yeah, Nipsey also. That's how I knew. So
we're gonna add that to the playlist. We're gonna add NBA Youngboy Never Broke Again, Black Ball to the tune of the week. We did add the ones from last week, the last episode onto it. I'm gonna have to check, but we're gonna get lit. We're going to put the Spotify playlist at the top. Anything important that we feel like should be spoken about, in the podcast, we're going to leave links down below. We're going to add images and text and all that stuff for the video version as well. But yeah, I think we're pretty much wrapped up now.
That was an amazing episode.
Wow! Yo!
How long have we been going for?
Nearly 3 hours, my guy. That, bro.
Hella gems though.
That was special. Like, that was special for me, bro. Or us, shall I say, bro. Like, that, man, I feel like, man needed that, bro.
Had to come and give the 3 hours.
Yo! You're the longest episode. And by the way, anybody that comes on, it's not a competition. We're not trying to go further next time. Like, Ryan did 2 hours and 3 hours. Okay. We gotta do 4 hours. Like, nah, please. If your episode only consists of an hour of gems, then that's what it is, isn't it? But this was just
organically flowed conversation.
And I think because obviously we got history in that, bro. It's just bro.
We had to go off on one, bro. We had to make it special, bro.
Blood, my face hurts. I've been smiling all episode, bro.
I'm trying to get some food, bro.
I swear to God, say no more. But yo, episode 6 of the Last Place podcast. We got our friend Remy RYY. Thank you for coming, my guy.
Bro.
I'm Young Dubhul.
Big Tycoon.
We want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thanks everyone again.
Check out the last episode.
the previous episode, episode 5 with Leon Extra, 2 parts. But yeah, thank everyone for tuning in. And yo, once again, bro, we appreciate you coming.
The marathon continues.
The marathon continues.
Last don't be lost.
Last don't be lost. Yo, appreciate it.